everybody. It is about that time. Monday Night Raw, the almost go-home show. The second to last Raw before WrestleMania 36 hits the same exact building from what I know. What do they got for us tonight? Oh, they're starting out with Paul Heyman.
My name is Paul Heyman.
Yes. Yes,
and I am the advocate for the reigning, defending, undisputed
Find out what he's got to say.
WWE heavyweight
Welcome,
champion
everybody.
of the world.
I see Waleed in the house. I see Ahmad, the Ringmaster, Big Brud. What's up, everybody?
Years, my client has
boy.
demonstrated
King of
beyond a
Fate.
shadow of a doubt.
How you guys doing?
He is the single most dominant force in the history of WWE.
Paul E. Dangerously.
The list of victims is endless. Roman Reigns,
Jeez.
Seth Rollins,
Just tossing
Randy
people everywhere.
Orton,
What's up,
Hulk
everybody?
Hogan, The Rock, Nature Boy Ric Flair, Stone Cold Steve Austin, John Cena.
Okay, he's tossed everybody.
And even The Undertaker at WrestleMania. No one has ever been so dominant for so long.
Dang, it's like that.
My name is Drew McIntyre. Now here's a shocker for you. Everything that man said was 100% true. There has never been anyone in WWE who has dominated the roster, conquered everything in his path, quite like Brock Lesnar. And then, Brock Lesnar ran into me.
Braun Strowman?
Number 16, Drew McIntyre.
They didn't even want to put him on that list yet.
McIntyre eliminates Lesnar.
Now, just in case Brock Lesnar thought it was a fluke, you know, a bad day at the office last week here on Raw, I showed Brock Lesnar.
Find out, man. Let's find out.
Finally met his match.
He was on the ground the whole match, yeah.
Claymore! Wait a minute! McIntyre! Another Claymore! Another Claymore!
Jeez,
I've
man.
learned in my life never to make a claim or promise that I can't back up. So I'm going to choose my words very carefully.
Why did he have to crush the spider?
I'm going to Claymore Brock Lesnar.
So wrong, man.
Flush in the face, knock him in his ass, and pin Brock Lesnar to become the reigning, defending, undisputed WWE Heavyweight Champion of the world at WrestleMania.
Yeah, this is a replay. That is a replay of the promo that he did before.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome
Here
to
we
Monday
are.
Night Raw.
Brock Lesnar in the ring.
My name is Paul Heyman, and I am the advocate for your reigning, defending, undisputed WWE Heavyweight Champion of the world, Brock Lesnar. Ladies and gentlemen, let's all be honest with each other for a change here. We live in most uncertain times right now. And at this time in history where we all just need a little certainty in our lives, I give you that certainty in Brock Lesnar. Because Drew McIntyre can do anything that he wants to. He can train his ass off. He can go to the gym. He can spar with mixed martial artists. He can do anything he wants, but Drew McIntyre cannot beat Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. Not this most unique, most extraordinary WrestleMania, a WrestleMania too big for just one night, Drew McIntyre can get down on his hands and his knees, and I'm telling you, God's prayer line is only going to give him a busy signal right now.
I wonder if they're gonna put a different title on the in the main event for each day. You know, like the Universal title will be the end of the first day of WrestleMania, and then the World Heavyweight title will be the end of the second day of WrestleMania. You guys think they'll do that?
Although I can assure you, after what happened at the Royal Rumble,
you're the best.
and after what happened in Brooklyn, New York, Brock Lesnar will make it quick, but he won't make it painless. Now, because of what Drew McIntyre accomplished at the Royal Rumble by eliminating Brock Lesnar, by winning the whole damn Rumble, because Drew McIntyre put Brock Lesnar on his back not once, not twice, but 3 times in Brooklyn, Drew McIntyre is a made man. Drew McIntyre is going to main event WWE for years to come just because of the fight that he brought to Brock Lesnar. But I assure you, when WrestleMania is over, Drew McIntyre is going to be just another bitch that tried.
Oh.
Just another wannabe that got douched out by the greatest champion to ever stand in a WWE ring. Your reigning, defending, undisputed WWE heavyweight champion of the world. Then, now, and forever.
Dang.
Brock Lesnar.
Getting paid a lot to just stand there. Oh, I was like, whose music is this?
Demeanor from the beast incarnate.
I was like, who's coming out here? Well, it's a pretty good promo. I mean, what do you expect? It's Paul Heyman, you know. He's gonna take that mic. He's gonna build interest. If only Paul Heyman had the build of Brock Lesnar. Could you imagine somebody with the build of Brock, but with the talk of Paul Heyman? With the gift of gab that Paul Heyman has, there's very few like that, man. There are very few. Who do you guys think is the best promo big man? Somebody over 260 pounds. Who do you think is the best? Oh, tonight Randy Orton's going to answer Edge's WrestleMania challenge. Very nice. Who do you guys think is the best on the mic out of the big men? And they're going to commercial now, so they're telling us about Dairy Queen. Pretty sure you guys, I mean, you might be interested in Dairy Queen, but you're probably not. Probably not here for my review on Dairy Queen. I haven't been to Dairy Queen in a long time. I used to eat there so much that I got sick of it because I worked at a GameStop that was right across from that, and every other food place that was within walking distance was pretty far away. So I'd always just get Dairy Queen, and I mean it was delicious at first, but after a while I was like, I couldn't stand the like. What are they called? The DQ blizzards or whatever. I couldn't stand those. Like man, I had to like figure out stuff I could eat off the menu still without feeling sick. Joe, Samoa Joe. Oh yeah, that's a good choice. Seth is defeated at Mania. He hasn't been at a WrestleMania where he didn't get a win though, because he lost to Randy Orton. Remember when he ran up, tried to curb stomp Randy Orton, and Randy Orton tossed him off the back of his head and RKO'd him out of the sky. That was the same WrestleMania where he cashed in his Money in the Bank and won the title. So he got a win at that WrestleMania, but he's not undefeated. He did get beat by Randy Orton that same night. But yeah, very close to being undefeated. Joe, heck yes, Samoa Joe, man. Heck yes. Samoa Joe may be the best over 250, 260 pound guy with on the mic. I don't think Drew is bad. He's just kind of how do you put it? He seems a little bit by the books with this promo. You know, it sounds like those promos to me. It doesn't sound like he's bringing anything that new to it. Who else? Who else is good? Who's over 250 pounds is really good on the mic? How much did The Rock weigh? The Rock was great on the mic. Was he like 240? He looks like he's like 500 pounds now, dude. Just 500 pounds of pure muscle. The way they put him on the screen in movies, he just looks like the biggest thing ever. They do such a good job making him just so imposing. WWE changed something in Performance Center. I noticed it looks like the ceiling might have lighting now. Something like that. It looked like it was way more illuminated and way more like the color scheme of the place was like soaked into the walls or something. It looked pretty cool. At least that first part of it. Oh, right now? Yeah, okay, we can just talk about right now. That'd make it easier. That'd make it much easier. There's not that many big men anymore. A lot of smaller dudes, you know, like AJ size, Ricochet size. Tucker's not that bad on the mic. He's not that great on the mic either, but he's not that bad. I kind of like his promos. Well, we could talk just right now. If we're talking just right now, I would definitely say Hagrid from Harry Potter. Bray? Oh, yeah, dude. Bray for sure. Bray's probably the best then. Yeah. Yeah, you're probably right about that. Who else is big? Keith Lee's kind of all right, but he's got that same kind of like, you know, it's by the basics kind of. I do like what he says, but I wouldn't put him like on top or anything. All right, looks like we're back.
WrestleMania, it's AJ Styles versus The Undertaker.
Tom, that's crazy, dude. I'm so glad AJ is getting
Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson attempted
getting a shot at The Undertaker at WrestleMania. That's such an incredible match for him.
Obliterate Gallows and Anderson after that attempted delivery, all while AJ Styles looked on. Well, AJ Styles will join us tonight live.
What do you consider real, then?
Styles and Undertaker.
Everything has rules. Everything has guidelines. Everything has a
to kick off Monday Night Raw, the WWE
a style to it.
Brock Lesnar defends his title against Drew McIntyre.
Like if you go into a karate competition and you bring in like nunchucks, they're not going to let you fight. Does that mean does that make that fake? Because you can't do everything you're looking to do to win a match. Ripped it, but it's not fake.
John Cena.
I love having this conversation like every other day too. Oh man, you guys are funny. You subscribed, really? John Cena. Oh yeah, dude. John Cena's a good one. We should list. John Cena. He might be the best actually out of everybody we listed. Between him and Samoa Joe, I don't know who I'd choose. Who would you choose to put on the mic in your promotion, John Cena or Samoa Joe? Dude, I'd put Cena. I would definitely put Cena. I feel like he's a little better than Samoa Joe. Like, I don't know. Samoa Joe's different. He can make you want to fight him, you know? John Cena just makes you kind of like upset that he said all that. All right, so what are they doing? They're re-showing us a match of John Cena's. Another John Cena match. They're replaying Rumble 2015. Okay. Ziggler or Orton? Yeah, Orton can be very good on the mic when he's motivated. Like his promos during this Edge thing have been awesome. The stuff that he's been saying. Cena's not over 260, is he not? How much is he? 250? 255? He's got to be like right on the edge. Speaking of edge. Who's it going to be? Seth Rollins? Yep. Seth Rollins versus John Cena. Alright, let's go. I can deal with that. I like watching some of these older matches. Alright, Seth, get over here. And John Cena. Let's see. Jeez, Cena. Come on, man. Get over here. All right. Who's my favorite wrestler? It depends on what time frame you're talking about. Are you talking about of all time? Are you talking about my current wrestler who's currently wrestling? Or are you talking about, you talking about men, women? Up to you. All right. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Brock Lesnar. Crowd goes crazy for Brock. Like, this dude can't get booed no matter what. The closest he got to getting booed was when he like destroyed Rey Mysterio's child. Rey Mysterio's son. Triple H is the greatest? You think so? All time? All time is Goldberg. I know that makes it sound like I don't know what I'm talking about, but I love the spectacle that he brings. I love the amount of just raw hype that he brings. Plus, he was like the hottest thing going when I really got back into wrestling. So there's just so many reasons why he's my favorite. He's my favorite of all time. I know he's not a better wrestler than Bret Hart or any of the rest of these guys. I know. Okay, it's just he's my favorite. You know, like very very rarely is somebody your favorite just because they have like the best stats on a stat line. Normally, there's something more that makes people very invested into a character.
World Heavyweight Championship.
All right, let's go for the title.
The challengers. First, from West Newbury, Massachusetts. Weighing in at
Oh yeah, Kevin Owens is good on the mic too. Dude, Big Red, you're coming up with some good ones.
Cena.
Lillian Garcia, man, I miss her. All right, for the title.
From Davenport, Iowa. Weighing in at 217
Here come the boos.
Mr. Money in the Bank, Seth Rollins.
Here it is.
And from Minneapolis, Minnesota. Weighing in at
You hear the crowd, man? I love it.
6 pounds. He is the WWE World Heavyweight Champion.
Bring the glitz and glamour, baby. The title's on the line. Elijah, what's up, dude?
And guys, it's about the WWE World Heavyweight.
Why do you hear an audience? Because this is a replay of a match that happened at Royal Rumble 2015. Seth was his blonde streak, yeah. If I had to leave Goldberg out of it and tell you who my favorite current wrestler is, it's Seth Rollins. I think he's the total package, man. I think he's great on the mic. He's great in the ring. He can wrestle big guys, small guys. He's fast. He's agile. He can pull off basically any maneuver. I think he's great. I think he is just incredible. Oh, my goodness. The John Cena catches the suplex right out the gate. No, this is the first match they've shown. They started it off with a promo by Paul Heyman with Brock Lesnar at the Performance Center. It was pretty dang cool.
I'm not scared of Brock Lesnar. Everybody's got a plan till you get punched in the mouth.
Paul was on the mic? Yeah, he was.
Trying to go from behind J&J security, saving
Oh, you're talking about Triple H? Oh, my goodness. Double suplex. Wow, J&J security just got suplexed by Brock Lesnar at the same time. Attitude adjustment. The boos raining down. Oh, enziguri by Seth Rollins. Seth gets tossed back into the ring by Brock. I'm excited for Roman versus Goldberg. I think it could be a surprising match. I think it could be surprisingly good, but I just really hope they're working on it right now, like getting it all blocked out, getting it all figured out. Because the last few times that Goldberg has touched the ring, it hasn't really been anything to write home about, you know? I would like it if it was a good match, and Roman can pull good matches out of people who are kind of on the bigger side of things with more of a limited moveset. Like, remember his feud with Braun Strowman? It was a good feud. I remember his feud with Roman's feud with the Big Show. A pretty good feud. I think he can pull good matches out of people who are more limited in what they can do in the ring. So I am excited, but I'm apprehensive as well because I don't know how well Goldberg's gonna pull this stuff off. We'll have to see. Dang, Brock just suplexed everybody. Why are they showing old match? Because they can only fit a certain amount of people into the arena at one time. By law, they can't have their whole roster in the arena. So they have to fill in the time by showing us certain things. They can't have everybody they would normally have in a 3-hour Raw. They can't have all them backstage or waiting around or on the outside. It'll be against the law to have all their roster chilling and all their support crew and staff and all that stuff. So in the meantime, they're just giving us some cool matches to watch to kind of fill in the space between the segments they have for us.
You can prepare all you want. You can't put a Brock Lesnar on the drawing board.
You can see Brock has aged a bit. Yeah, it was much tighter in this. But the thing is, like, he's been going in and out of sports and vacations and all this stuff. It's difficult, man. It's a difficult life. Definitely looked a little bit more toned back then, though. Who would I think could be the next Brock? Nobody. I think that there are certain superstars who are just iconic and not repeatable. I don't think there'll be another one like him. I could see there being another Batista or something. Batista, his build and his promo ability and his, like, just the way he would go after matches, and just his past too, like his like the way he came into wrestling. I could see that being repeated. But Brock coming in as early as he did, coming in as young as he did, doing the things he was able to do with his build, and being as legitimate in actual combat sports and outside of that. And I don't think it's repeatable, man. I think we're only going to see one Brock. Oh my goodness. Flying knee landed on both of them. Seth Rollins. That was crazy.
Seth Rollins now trying to take advantage of Lesnar, but Lesnar right back to his feet. Now John Cena.
Oh, John Cena now just punch it away. The whole crowd wants Brock to win this. Oh. Nice. Teamwork. Seth Rollins and John Cena suplexing Brock Lesnar.
Trying to turn this into a one-on-one affair. Cena.
Attitude adjustment. And now Seth gets rid of him, goes for the pin. No, Brock kicks out at one. Holy moly. Who I think the best heel of any wrestling company? What do you mean, like currently or of all time?
What are you going to do, Brock?
Back when people loved Brock. Brock's a draw, man. People come to see him. People still love Brock. They just, you know, they're probably just kind of tired of the champ not being around or not doing much. That's probably what they don't like about him. They probably like him just fine. Currently, the best heel in wrestling. Gosh, who makes me just wanna grab him? Who makes me want to grab him through the TV? I'd say it's probably between Randy, MJF. Gosh, man. Even Jake the Snake right now, man. Jake has been killing it on these promos. Who else? Jericho, probably. Probably Jericho. He's probably up there still. Gosh, I don't know. Nick Aldis has been doing a good job recently as well. I've been liking what Nick Aldis is doing. I've been wanting to grab him through the TV sometimes based on the stuff he's doing and the stuff he says. I'd say it's one of those, man. It changes week by week. Some weeks MJF is just the best thing out there. Then another week it's like okay, dude, I see what you're doing. But he like surprises you. He jumps in with something that's just so surprisingly heel. You're like, what? This dude's crazy. Yeah, Randy's up there. Randy makes people want him to actually get fired and stuff. They're like, get him out of here. Like, people come in my chat like, dude, Randy Orton needs to be fired. And I'm like, what? They're like, yeah, fire him. Empire, what's up, dude? Carter in the building, too. Empire, Carter? Thank you guys so much for coming to hang out with me today. It's Monday Night Raw. I almost didn't do it today. I've been so mad today. I got people following me around the internet, reporting me for stuff I didn't even do, and getting me suspended off of platforms. So if you guys are wondering why I'm not live on Twitter, or why I'm not live on Twitch, why I'm not live on Mixer, it's because somebody is following me around, reporting me at the second that anything could ever be like reported, and even stuff that's not bad, just stuff where Like, they've read the rules, and they found out, like, the exact places in my broadcast where they could be like, oh, look at that. You guys said you can't do that. And so, yeah. So, I'm here on YouTube now. Let's hope that YouTube just doesn't listen to people like they normally do. I think that would be best. Bring Attitude Era to PG, and that's why, yeah, it's true. It's true. There are some really great heels. I'm probably leaving out a bunch of people. Who else is really good? Adam Cole is pretty good. Johnny has been doing a pretty good job. If Tommaso was still being the old Tommaso was one of the best heels. Who could come out to no theme song, and their theme song just be continuous boos from the crowd, like, and he's in NXT. He's in NXT, and he didn't even need a theme song for months. All he did was just come out, and it was boo. That was his theme song. Tommaso was one of the best heels we've seen in modern history. That's for sure.
This time Lesnar does not release.
I mean, come on. When you don't even need a theme song, that's heel extraordinaire. That's alpha heel. Why are they showing Old Rumble? Because they only can fit so many people in the Performance Center under law right now. So they can't fill up a whole 3-hour Raw based off of the amount of people they can fit in the building. So they're filling up certain amounts of time here and there so that they can have a match, then show you a promo package and do this, like, just basically to fill up the 3 hours and still keep us entertained.
In the pinfall, we'll talk about
Sammy Guevara, he's more of like an annoyance. I wouldn't call him the greatest heel or anything. He's kind of like that buzzing little bee. It does make you want to grab him sometimes, but he's not quite. I wouldn't put him up there with MJF or any of the rest of these people I listed. Not yet. Maybe once he gets like his own dedicated storyline, then he'll be able to do that. But as of right now, I wouldn't say Sammy Guevara now. But he's a great wrestler. Holy crap. Did you see that 450, so 630 senton he did off the top through the table? When I saw that, I'm like, okay, this guy is just legitimate. He's a gnat that needs to be swatted. Yeah, basically. But I'm not, like, mad about it. I'm just like, look at this dude. Oh, John Cena going to the gut. Lesnar catches a clothesline. Does not pick him off his feet. Another clothesline. Brock still standing. Third clothesline finally takes him down. And now Seth drags John Cena out of the ring. Going for the springboard. Seth Rollins looks for the springboard knee. Surprising how long he's been doing this move. Nope, he gets caught. Dang, Brock caught him out of the sky. F5. Seth Rollins destroyed. 1, 2. Cena right there. Breaks it up.
My lord, that was incredible.
Why couldn't they pre-record matches? You have to ask them, man. Should tweet him and ask him. Dude, he caught him and he was leaning forward and he still straightened back up and kept him. That was incredible strength by Brock Lesnar to catch all of Seth Rollins' weight. Seth Rollins is like 214 pounds too. Imagine somebody throwing 214-pound sack at you off the top rope and you have to catch it. Dude, Brock is a mutant, man. He's such a great athlete. Such a talent. I know a lot of people don't like him, but I respect him so much. I respect what he's been able to do. Uh-oh. Now he's taking apart the announce table. He's taking the hood off. Tossed it at J&J. J&J security crawling away. They're still at ringside. Oh, my goodness. He throws the table on the steel steps. Oh, my. Yeah, before the knee injury. Uh-oh. Another attitude adjustment to Brock Lesnar, and now picks him up. A third attitude adjustment? Goes for the pin. That's uno. That's dos. Rollins drags him off of him. Puts him into the steel steps. Oh, my goodness. John Cena head first into the steel steps.
Look at this. Brock Lesnar's not even all the way down. He's still finding his way up. Doesn't know where he's at.
Curb stomp. Wow, 3 attitude adjustments. 1 curb stomp. That's 1. That's 2. John Cena still right there. Breaks it up. Goodness gracious.
Brock Lesnar, 3 AAs and a curb stomp and still alive. Seth Rollins trying to make Brock
Yeah, Big Rod. The attitude adjustment used to be like no escape.
Somehow, as you say,
now he's got to do it like off the top rope to spin Baszler for it to be the end of a match. He's got to do like a second rope attitude adjustment to spin Baszler after a 30-minute match for it to actually put people away now. It's ridiculous.
Superhuman.
That's one of the problems with wrestling now that needs to be patched up. That's a way that wrestling can get back to basics and still be fun, is protect the finishers. Make it so a finisher matters. The paradigm shift is a perfect example where once you hit it, it's done, dude. The match is over. Paradigm shift, perfect example. Oh my goodness. Brock Lesnar speared through the barricade by John Cena. Your commentary match with my replay. I try, man. I try. Goodness gracious. He didn't even turn around to see it coming. Brock was faced the other way, and John Cena just put him straight to the barricade.
Somebody has to pin somebody, and there's no count out either, John.
JBL.
So all this out here, just the match continues.
That back. What are you talking about? Like the Judas effect? That could be a finisher. That will knock you straight out, dude. That will knock you straight out, especially somebody with as much upper body weight and the torque that he can put behind that move. That move will knock you out. It's not as flashy as you would think of a guy by the name of Chris Jericho. You'd think he'd have something more flashy. Oh my goodness. John Cena just tenderizing Brock Lesnar with the steel steps.
It's like a job well done. Watch and listen. Look at John Cena's face. You just saw it in the upper left-hand corner of your
They've protected that 630 senton by Ricochet a bit too. I like that. Uh-oh. John Cena's got steel steps. He's not thinking twice about hitting Brock with this. Oh my goodness. Smashing Lesnar so hard he's got to lay down on the announce table.
Now Rollins. This match is as physical, as vicious as we thought it was going to be.
This is a good match. Batista bomb? Oh yeah, dude, I love Batista bomb. No way. Seth Rollins climbing to the top rope. Brock Lesnar laying on the announce table. Seth, no. Elbow drop. Oh, and he hit the side of the table. Oh my goodness. And we're going to commercial off of that. Flying elbow drop by Rollins through Brock Lesnar, through the table, and lands on the side. Remember that one time where HBK did the springboard from the second rope backflip onto the table and landed just right on the side? Oh, it was like that. Ah, dude, that's at least bruised ribs. That's at least bruised. Goodness gracious, man. All right, well, they're going to show us a commercial, so I'm going to show you guys a commercial real quick. Yeah, that was crazy, dude. Very crazy. As I said before, thank you guys so much for being here, and thank you for all the people who have left thumbs up, and I wasn't even really asking. So, dude, thank you guys. Thank you for the thumbs up. If you have not already left one, this is where I'm going to ask. Please leave a thumbs up, guys. I'd like to get as many thumbs up as possible. I don't set like pre-made guidelines of how many thumbs up I want to get in a full broadcast or anything, but the more the better, guys. So if you haven't already left a thumbs up, I very much appreciate that. They replayed it yesterday, WrestleMania 30. Yeah, I decided to just do a stream instead. I was playing Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. I'm getting further in that game. I'm all the way. Actually, I don't want to tell people where I'm at because I've never beat the game before, so I don't want anybody like telling me what the story is or anything. I'm gonna eventually beat it. Let's see here. Is it social over here? Let me check. Still commercial break right now, guys. What's my favorite wrestling style? Depends on what you mean by that. You talk about like high flyer, luchador. You talk about like bruiser. What are you talking about? I need to know what the question is, what the guidelines are. There you go. Yeah, follow me on Twitter, guys. I have wrestling conversations on there. I tell people when I'm going live. I tell people about what's coming next. All kinds of cool stuff. Give people coupon codes. All kinds of things that I do. You played Saints Row? Yes. Yes, I have played Saints Row. I actually know some of the guys who made Saints Row. Strong style. Okay. I can't really say that I have one particular favorite. And I hate to sit on the fence like this, but like I feel like it's more about the matchups than the style. I feel like I've seen good matches where it's Dusty Rhodes versus Hulk Hogan, you know, and both of them really, it's like, yeah, you know, they're good wrestlers, but what's the style there? So I think it's more about how invested two wrestlers or more can get us into what they're doing in the ring. I wouldn't say that I necessarily just love like the Ricochet, Zack Sabre Jr. type of match, because I've seen matches like that where it just becomes so boring and monotonous where it's like, dude, yeah, you're good, all right, jeez. That's like, it's like watching somebody sketching a tree for 30 minutes and you can see they can really draw in comparison to watching somebody draw a tree, but then also they're like showing you how they can draw a bush next to it. They're shading stuff in. Maybe they're explaining how it's working. That to me, that's more fun. Like something like Bob Ross. That's more fun than just seeing somebody who's just like the best artist ever, just shading in stuff all perfectly. After a while, that stuff gets tiring when you just witness this like perfection. It becomes monotonous and there's no texture to it. It's kind of just like factory made to me. So I don't know, man. I'd say the matches that I love the most in history are people who are technicians, like people like Stone Cold, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, Ken Shamrock, just people who are technicians but can make it actually fun to watch and not just a spot fest. You see Angry Grandpa in the crowd. Strong Style. Yeah, Strong Style is good stuff.
Guys, listen, this match is not going to go on all night.
Oh yeah, I hear you, man. I hear you. I love Strong Style. I love all the styles though, because I've seen matches where it's like, where it's Big Show versus Roman Reigns, and I love the match. And it's like, what style is Big Show? What style is Roman? You know, it's like, it's just cool sometimes. Attitude adjustment, Seth. No, he flips out of it. Pop up, power bomb.
John Cena to become a 16-time world champion.
Wow, Seth kicks out. Kenny Omega, yeah. What would you call Kenny Omega? You know, what's that style? I'd say that's like technician, you know.
Paul Heyman is out here yelling for a doctor.
Pop up, sit out power bombs, dude. That is like 9 feet in the air power bomb right on your back. That little extra second that John Cena took there to transition to the other pin, the other pinning attempt, that's what cost him right there.
And again, the champion can lose that championship.
Orange Cassidy is your spirit animal, so you just sit there with your hands in your pocket and people like you for basically no reason. No, I like Orange Cassidy. I do believe that it is one of those gimmicks that if it overran the industry, it would definitely kill the industry. But one's enough. One's enough. I don't need there to be any more Orange Cassidys out there. All right, that's the only one. Wait a minute. Buckle bomb? Buckle bomb. No, no, no. Uncle Bob Lash. I wish, man. Bobby Lashley versus Brock Lesnar with like a cool story build would be one of the matches I would love to see sometime soon. Guaranteed. Big Show is a trickster because of his heel face turn. You guys are funny. We need more Joey Ryan. Heck no, dude. That's like the worst gimmick in wrestling to me. I hate that gimmick. Hate is a strong word, but I literally hate that gimmick.
This shows you how much that
gimmick is just horrendous.
John Cena struggling. Seth Rollins looking for his first. Cena looking for his 16th.
Oh, curb stop. No. Smart stuff. John Cena snatched the leg out of the sky, and now he's got him in the FTF. That's trying to get to the rope. Wait a minute. J&J Security is in here. There's no disqualifications. It's a triple threat match.
It's not going to cause a break. That's the reason Mercury and Noble came in to take out Cena.
Best AEW finish.
This assault by J&J Security. This is why they were hired, like it or not.
Dude, I love that move that Wardlow does. What's it called? Like the F10? I love Wardlow's finisher, man. I wouldn't say it's the best, but it definitely pops into mind. Maybe the Paradigm Shift. Paradigm Shift is probably the most finisher. Oh my goodness. And now J&J Security hoisting John Cena into the Shield Bomb.
Get ready. The crowning of the future is now.
Done. 1, 2. No. Juan Cena says no.
It's no
Super
big deal,
Cena says
really.
no.
That little vent that
It's
won't
no
stay
big deal, really. See, that commercial that popped up, that's exactly what John Cena just said. That's no big deal, really. I could just get shield bombed. It's all good. OWA? What's OWA? Your favorite WWE wrestler is Orange Cassidy. What? Hey, man. I mean, he fills a void, I'll tell you that. He definitely brings something that is different. He brings a level of entertainment that other superstars do not bring, but that's because he doesn't really do anything. So most people decide to do other stuff. I'm not gonna say I dislike him. When I first started seeing him, I was like, dude, stop it, just stop it. But then I watched some more of his matches and I see that he's actually a good wrestler, and so I loosened up a little bit when it comes to him. I was like, okay, he's actually an okay wrestler. He's just doing this because it's his shtick, you know. And he's able to pull off some okay matches. Him versus Pac was not a bad match. I wouldn't call him my favorite, but I'm glad you have one. One Wing Angel? Yeah, that's a finisher. That's something that definitely should put people away. Nobody should be kicking out of that. Unless it's like a blood feud and he did something horrible and the person he's fighting is just running on adrenaline and savagery. What if Brock and Bobby match ends with both superstars KO? That would suck. No, actually, that'd be pretty cool. That'd be pretty cool. As long as it doesn't end in a double disqualification or something like that. The Hammerlock DDT? Yeah. Well, he was asking me about AEW, though, so I'm trying to, steer clear of them. Oh yeah. All right, commercial time. CM Punk versus Kenny. I don't even know if CM Punk can wrestle anymore, dude. I know wrestling is something that it's just like any other craft, dude. The longer that you go without doing it, and he's also trained in separate fighting styles now. So you got to wonder how good he is now. I know he was good, but it's like Michael Jordan, you know, when he played basketball every day and he was good at basketball, and then he left and he retired and he played baseball and golf and stuff, and when he came back, was he the same Jordan immediately, or did it take some time? I feel like Jordan was a even more separate case and an even easier case for someone to come back. This dude has not wrestled in how many years, and he's actually trained for a separate type of fighting now. So I don't even know, man. Kenny Omega versus CM Punk might be one of the most disappointing matches. We'd have to see. We have to see how good CM Punk is still. Because you don't just stay good at anything. Okay, you don't just stay good. It takes practice. It takes practice, man. You got to keep sharp. Now, I don't know if he's been keeping sharp, man. Seems like he's been doing a lot of other stuff, man. I watched a movie with him in it. I watched a horror movie with CM Punk as the main character, and it was pretty good. It was pretty good. It wasn't horrible. Kenny versus anyone's probably a classic. Yeah, Kenny could probably wrestle a mop and make it a good match. All right, we're back.
Rollins with the briefcase in hand. He can use this to his advantage. And here it comes.
Oh my goodness! And he gets tossed out of the ring. Seth Rollins, no. You're right about that though. Kenny versus anybody would probably be good. Oh my goodness! Attitude adjustment to both members of J&J Security. Oh my goodness! The hype is messing up my my connection to the hype. Listen up. What's up, dude? All right, they're gonna.
Perfect position. Seth Rollins will not be denied. They have got Brock Lesnar on the backboard over here.
I think we're all right.
Yeah, Lesnar has not moved since
Let's hope we're all right. Listen up. How you doing, man? Thanks for hanging out with me last night. I'm sorry that the broadcast ended so abruptly, but
doctors are very concerned out here.
I got some haters following me around, man, reporting me for every little thing that they can report me for to get me taken off the platform. I appreciate you being there, man.
Meanwhile, Cena and Rollins continue the battle for the WWE World Heavyweight
Soon they won't be a problem, though.
To defend it in a main event at WrestleMania.
Soon we'll be all right. I literally spent the first half of today just filling out appeal forms and talking to people who run these different platforms that I'm on. So soon it'll be all right. Yeah, it sucks, dude. Oh, curb stomp. Seth looking for the pin. 2. No. Do you think Hangman Page should use the clothesline as a finisher? No.
I've never seen a guy with a knack to win bigger matches than John Cena.
Hangman Page should have an elevated choke. He should have an elevated Nelson type of choke, or he should bend you backwards. You know the position that Finn Balor put you in for the 1916? He should do that. He should do that, but he should lean all the way back and choke you out like that. He should be called the Hangman and should have a move that hangs you, that actually chokes you out. I don't know what this whole buckshot lariat stuff is about. It doesn't make any sense. He's not a cowboy. Oh my goodness. And Lesnar from behind with a suplex. Come here. Suplex to John Cena. Lesnar. Super savage. Look at this. He's so mad. Dude, I love Brock Lesnar. Oh my. Backflips out of the suplex. Does Seth. Seth hits him with the briefcase. Boom. Right to the face of Brock. Another one? Boom. Double. Wait a minute. Now he's going to curb stop him on the case. No, get caught. F5. Oh, that's done with. That's one. That's dose. That's straight. Brock Lesnar retains. Da-da. La, 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 la. Dude, that's a good match right there. That's a very good match. And we got a new member of Team Gritty. Keenan Lawal. Keenan Lawal. Thank you very much for clicking subscribe, man. Welcome to Team Gritty. Hopefully you click that little bell icon so you can know when I go online or when I upload new videos. Very much appreciated. Welcome to the team, man.
Brock Lesnar is unstoppable. He may have that.
Dude, he's such a savage. I am so glad Brock exists, man. Without him, can you understand the level of just people hit people with moves, people do things, but like Brock brings this legitimacy to the devastation he brings. His suplexes, sometimes they look like he's actually trying to snap people in half. His F5, sometimes the way he brings you down to the mat is just like you bounce and everything. I love Brock Lesnar. I'm so glad he exists. I'm so glad he came to the WWE. Without him, there'd just be this gigantic hole of devastation that is so needed. So needed. And that's the end of the match. Can I see this comment? Yep, I can see you, man. Brock is incredible. Yeah, so Elijah, I would say Hangman should have a move called the Hangman, where he just chokes people out. It should be a submission maneuver. Especially a guy of his like stature. He can do a lot of good moves. I'm not saying he's a bad wrestler. It's just it would be way more believable if he would do stuff like that. The buckshot lariat, it's like, dude, you're not even that huge. He's not like a Wardlow or like a Jeff Cobb or Brock Lesnar or Baron Corbin, any of these guys who are just like overly big. He's not even big, and his finisher is a freaking clothesline. Like, give me a break, dude. I don't like moves where it looks like other people could commandeer your move and do it better and more convincing than you are in your same company. I don't like that. I think he should have like a choke out. He should have a submission maneuver where he bends you backwards like in the 1916 and then just like leans back and you're upside down getting choked out. I think that it should be something like that. Submission maneuver for Hangman Page would be excellent. He's supposed to be the Hangman, not the Cowboy, the Hangman. There's a difference. That's like me saying I'm a rapper because I live in Compton. Like, no, you're not just automatically a rapper because you live in Compton. And you're not automatically a hangman because you act like a cowboy. Like, it's two separate things, okay? A cowboy is somebody who rides a horse around, wrangles cattle, and shoots people with guns at high noon or whatever. That's a cowboy. You're a hangman. A hangman is the guy who executes people because they're guilty of crimes. It's two different professions. It's two different jobs. You're not a cowboy. You're a hangman. Drop the hangman name or drop the cowboy thing. You're not both. How are you Hangman Page, but you're talking about cowboy stuff? A cowboy and a hangman are two separate gimmicks. They're two separate ideologies. They're two separate professions. It's like saying you're an Olympic swimmer because you're a high diver. Like, no, it's two separate things. You do the high dive or you're an Olympic swimmer. You're either the guy who swims the laps or you're the person who jumps off the top with flips. It's not the same thing. Right now, it's like Hangman doesn't realize that. Luchasaurus should have a submission move. You think so? I like his kicks and stuff. What is his finisher? I don't even know what his finisher is. Hanging Shangly Gates. Hey, maybe. I think anything that uses the ropes might be a little bit. Like, I wouldn't use the ropes because I could see that becoming a problem. You know, there's all kinds of weird people out there who are just looking for any reason to be upset. So I would just say something that chokes people out would be really good. That's what a hangman should do, right? A hangman should probably choke people. Not clothesline people in the chest. Like, is that what hangmans do? Judas Effect seems like an A move. Yeah, for Jericho, I agree. It's a good move, and that move will destroy you. That move will absolutely destroy you. If you don't see that coming, that will absolutely destroy you. But for somebody like Jericho, you would expect Jericho to have something a little bit more flashy or a little bit more. I don't know. He's like a rock star, you know. He's a real life rock star. He's not even like faking it. You'd think he would have something else. I don't know. But they're at commercial break right now, guys. That was a pretty good match right there. And then they showed the advertisement for Brock Lesnar versus Drew McIntyre coming up at WrestleMania. By the way, I will be streaming WrestleMania, whether or not my other ways of broadcasting are applicable. I'll still be streaming it here on YouTube, guys. So please come on by. Set your reminders. I'll be streaming both days. Please come and hang out with me. I know a lot of people are in here tonight because other people aren't streaming tonight. I hope those people are all right. I hope everything's okay. But yeah, I appreciate you guys coming on by. And I'm not saying don't watch those other people or anything like that. I'm saying maybe split some of your time. Maybe come see what I'm doing. Go see what they're doing. Maybe add me to your regimen. I would very much appreciate it. Haters gonna hate. They are. Haters are gonna hate. Even in a pandemic, haters are gonna hate. Because that's all they know how to do, man. That's all they know how to do. That's what makes them feel whole. That's what makes them feel at peace. That's what makes them feel like normal, I guess. In this time of abnormality, what can you expect? What can you expect, man? They got to go back to what they know. That's what they know. Yeah, I see you, Shane. I literally already told you I can see your message. So I'm gonna remove one of your messages to warn you. Please don't spam my chat. You're not even saying anything. You're just saying, "Can I see your message?" Like you should probably say something if you want a response. Say something like talk about the event or something, man. I see you. All right, I've seen you. Jake Hager can use the camel clutch. I wonder what I feel like he's shown us his finisher. He already beat Goldust or Bloodust.
Streaming on the WWE Network, where we will see
all right, we're back to it.
Styles.
Playing that Weekend song. I gotta make sure to mute that. Don't want anything weird to happen. Yep. Hope he's all right. Yeah, Empire. Everybody knows who I'm talking about. Undertaker versus AJ Styles. Finally, AJ Styles gets that WrestleMania-esque moment. Finally, he gets that WrestleMania-worthy. And I'm not saying that anybody he's wrestled is not a WrestleMania-level opponent. I'm saying, like, AJ is not getting any younger, and someone with a career like his and a moveset like his and just the overall tenure and awesomeness that he's brought to wrestling, he deserves a match like that versus Shawn Michaels, Kurt Angle, The Undertaker. He deserves a match versus one of these guys, you know, one of these like perennial legends that'll always be talked about in the pantheon of champions. Shane McMahon is cool, Kevin Owens is cool, but this is the match that AJ should get. I'm so happy about it.
The Undertaker is furious. He arrived to the ring expecting this contract signing. No contract was present.
Hey, Taker! Taker! Hey! You looking for this? The contract? Yeah, I have it right here. It was me who challenged you. You, sir, are a legend. You are on the Mount Rushmore of WWE superstars.
Yep.
But it's 2020. And you keep interjecting yourself into a world that would rather see you removed from it. Again, I think I know whose fault this is. It's your wife's.
It's your wife.
McCool. Oh, Money Michelle's what they're calling her, right? She helps you dust off that crusty old jacket and hat.
She helps you dust off the crusty old jacket.
And embarrass yourself. Undertaker, Mark, you are a shell of your former self. That flame you once had is totally
The baby
gone,
Taker or the
Mark.
dead man? I don't know, man.
Let it go. When
American BA, I hope. That would be epic, dude. American BA Taker.
Pay for your assisted living costs.
Shawn Michaels versus Seth. Heck yeah.
I'm kind of doing everyone a favor when I finally have you. Rest in peace. There it is. All right, boys.
He's looking like the American BA right here with the beanie and everything.
I don't blame these two for not wanting to go down there.
AJ Styles is the one who made this more personal than The Undertaker has ever dealt with.
Oh yeah, Taker's in better shape than 90% of the population still.
Oh, wait a minute. The Undertaker. The lights went out and no one could hide from The Undertaker. And AJ Styles furious in the backstage area.
When WrestleMania is over, I finally have you.
The Underbiker. I call him the Biker Taker. Biker Taker. The Underbiker. I like that. really realize how much the crowd brings to these shows. Pyro? No pyro. All right, AJ's here. Dude, do you think they're gonna let AJ win this match at WrestleMania? I don't know. I'm impressed by your setup. Well, thank you, Storm Legacy. I appreciate that. Do you think Daniel Bryan's intention to go part-time
in
spoils the match?
WWE history, WrestleMania is just too big for just one night.
I haven't heard anything about that, Storm Legacy. I try to steer clear of rumors and dirt sheets and backstage like
the phenom
politics and things. I try to just watch it for what it is, so I'd rather not comment on that.
And I don't care. I don't care what night
I really
it's on.
appreciate the
I don't
question,
care
but
if it's
I'd
Saturday,
rather
Sunday.
I'd rather talk about something else because I haven't heard any of that, so I don't have an opinion.
Although the Undertaker, maybe he cares because I'm not sure when his wife Michelle McCool lets him.
If I hear Kid Rock intro, that'd be epic.
This guy's totally lost control of everything. He has no control whatsoever. It's like last week when he walked down to that ring. And he had those big stretchy pants on.
Yeah, thank you very much, man. But
when you're pregnant, you know what I'm talking about? The ones where they're like stretchy,
like adult Depends, like
adult
Depends?
Depends.
No. Those are diapers. Those are diapers, and he may or may not have had those on. You know what I'm talking about, Gallows, like that for when you're pregnant. Maternity
Brian
pants.
said it on a podcast. I haven't heard about it, so I don't
yes, that's exactly what I'm talking about. And he looked like this gothic version of like Dog the Bounty Hunter. No. Even better. A gothic version of the Tiger King.
I do not know that to be true. This is my first time hearing it, so I have no idea what to think about it.
Oh, man. Oh, speaking of tigers.
But then again, I mean, when has going part-time ever stopped anybody from winning a title in WWE? You know?
Yeah, he's got it's ridiculous.
When's the last time somebody being part-time meant that they couldn't win a title?
On that Twitter account, something surfaced, a picture, video, whatever you want to call it. I couldn't watch it, but all I saw was the Undertaker swimming with a tiger at some kind of like rescue tiger thing in Myrtle Beach Safari. You've been there. Yeah. Hey, you know what? Don't take my word for it.
So I guess that would be my answer. I wouldn't say that it throws any plans off.
We can save the tiger. We could save the world.
In order for the tiger to survive, it needs clean, clear skies,
pristine lakes and rivers,
wide open spaces, plentiful prey animals.
And
wow, look at that.
It needs you.
Dude, that's so scary. They're with the tiger?
I'm dying. I'm like, go on, guys. Jeez. It's real. It's real.
The Undertaker hanging out with the tiger.
This guy.
The Undertaker?
Is talking about tigers. I mean, who is this man? Has he lost completely control of himself? I mean, ever since
the Undertaker,
he lost his
I love tigers.
match
Me
to Brock
too.
Lesnar. The streak was ended. He hasn't been the same since.
My favorite animal of all time is a white tiger, Siberian white tiger.
It seems like Michelle McCool, his wife, has beaten me to it. Oh, yes. Yeah, I mean, his mystique is gone. And I wish I could tell you this is the first time it's happened. But no. He gets on Twitter and he likes this, he likes that, and he's posting selfies on Instagram. Who is this man? Where has he gone? I don't want the Mark Calloway that's posting selfies, getting on Twitter and writing this and that. I don't want that. I want the Undertaker from yesteryear. That's who I want. And he's nowhere to be found.
They're great. Kelly.
But
you can always count on Kelly, man. Count on Kelly.
Styles here is going to give the WWE Universe what they want. I'm going to give you, the WWE Universe, what you want to see.
WWE Universe, guys. WWE Universe.
I'm going to bring back the Dead Man. I'm going to bring back the Dead Man in a match that he would love to be in.
Uh-oh, wait a minute. Buried alive?
In his wheelhouse.
What? Buried alive?
A boneyard match.
Boneyard?
Oh, yes.
What the heck is that?
Yes, this is your match, Taker. This is for you.
What is boneyard?
Hey, listen. when it's over,
Attack is a boneyard match.
because I said I was going to bury you, I got the perfect place picked out, the perfect plot for you. And ironically enough, it is the same plot that Michelle McCool, your wife, picked out when she buried your career.
Oh.
Got him again.
AJ Styles
What
wants
the heck is a boneyard match, guys? You gotta hit people with bones? you gotta pick up bones and hit people with them? Please pray for you. You have seizures, dude. Definitely, uh, definitely feel for you, man. I live in a family where some people in my family have seizures, and I know how terrible it can be. I know how much it can mess with life. So yeah, trust me, dude. I definitely feel for you. Thank you very much for joining us,
Raw's resident Lothario, Angel Garza.
Angel Garza.
Right.
Let's go.
So, Lena, how are your clients preparing for their title opportunity at WrestleMania?
Guys, look what we have here. It's Charlie.
It's
Right?
Charlie.
Wow. I mean, gosh, you are looking. I mean, good isn't the word. You're looking so.
You're looking
and as far
so.
as preparations
What?
go, Andrade
You're looking so.
and Angel Garza will display tonight in their match why they are the most skilled, the most talented, the most charismatic team here in WWE. And soon, Andrade will be the most decorated champion in
I don't know what a
all
boneyard
of
match
WWE.
is. I have no idea, man.
Of course, after
Got me.
WrestleMania, the Street Profits, yeah, they can, jump into the audience and hold those red plastic cups and dance around all that they want, but they won't be dancing around with those Raw Tag Team titles anymore.
Really?
It's a prophet.
They're gonna
Want
take?
the smoke?
They're gonna take the tag team titles? They want the smoke.
But we won the titles.
Yeah. We are both men. Who knows what we want?
Uh-oh.
Well, Andrade and Angel Garza will soon be taking on the team of Cedric Alexander and Ricochet, and that match is
Oh, wait a minute. He came back.
that match is coming up next.
She's so hype. She's so happy that Angel Garza looked at her. Are you ready this Friday?
Funhouse. We'll see you real soon. Returns. Plus, the New Day battles the Usos.
One of the great tag team rivalries.
The winners face Miz and Morrison for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships at WrestleMania.
The Tag Team Championships
Friday
at
Night
WrestleMania.
SmackDown. Live this Friday.
All right. They're going to commercial, so I'm going to commercial for a second. What is a bone match? What is a boneyard match? The heck is that? Boneyard match. To me, that sounds like something that it sounds a little made up. I mean, it's all made up. Empty Mania, dude. Yes. They don't want to say buried alive, so it's just called boneyard. Is that true? Are you guys sure about that? I need to see these rules, alright? If you guys got the rules, if you got the rules handy and you have it verified, if this is actually listed by WWE as the rules of a boneyard match, please let me know. If you do not have that, then let's wait. Let's wait till they actually tell us, guys. If you got that, please let me know. I want to see. I want to know. I want to know the truth. All right. So they just emailed me back about my mixer situation, and it is pending review. All right. Good. Very nice. Hopefully that'll be done with very soon. As I said previously, guys, there are some people who obviously are salty or obviously upset about just me existing, and they've been working very hard behind the scenes to try to take me down, try to take my channels down, and so far they've been able to have a small impact on what I'm able to do when I'm able to stream because of their reports of certain things that are just taken supremely out of context, and these platforms have no choice but to actually take action, because if they don't, then they can be seen as liable for certain things. So there are haters who are reporting me in the wee hours of the morning for little teeny things that are not even remotely actually breaking the terms of service for these platforms, but because they're being reported by people, they're taking them seriously because they have to. So I'm working to make sure that I can get back on these other platforms soon and be streaming to more than one platform. So if you guys are wondering why this or that, the main reason is because there's obviously one or more haters sitting there at night in the wee hours of the morning trying to find ways, watching my stream but not saying anything, just to find one word I say, one thing I do, one moment where I step off camera to report me for certain things that the platform has to say, oh yeah, well I guess there is something to look at here, even though anybody who's been watching me for any amount of time knows that I don't swear, I don't demean people, I don't talk trash about people's appearance, I don't talk about people's sexuality, I don't talk about politics. Like, I don't do anything to get banned on these platforms, and I'm very aware of the rights and privileges that I'm capable of having within the United States, but they have to respond to these things by immediately taking down your stream. So people, I'm working on it, and soon we won't have these issues, because obviously they're onto it by now. They obviously understand that yes, there are people who are talking trash, not talking trash, but there are people who are out to get me. So soon I'll be fairly on the immune side of these reports, because they obviously know that there's some people out there who are just trying to take advantage of the system to make my life harder than it has to be.
Should be forced to retire from what they love, from what they're meant to do.
So if you're wondering, that's the full explanation. Please go back and rewind it if you missed it, so I don't have to continuously say something that I really hate saying. I really hate even giving them any sort of time. Edge is trying to move in. No. I mean, Randy's trying to move in.
Jealous. When your dad brought you to that WWE Live event, he handed you all of this, and it kills you. It makes you so jealous that a guy like
Only hit on Boneyard is on amateur wrestling. Yeah, see, I was thinking, I'm like, dude, that sounds made up. It sounds like nobody really knows what that means.
You from making horrible decision after horrible decision, Randy.
Thank you, Storm Legacy. Thank you very much. I don't feel like that's a match that I've ever heard of in WWE.
Away from making a horrible decision. It's pretty simple now, man. At WrestleMania, if you got the guts, and I am looking at you.
Yeah, Mo, we do need to work on that. That's why I've been asking everybody, like, what can I stream that'll get you guys in the stream? Because the only reason I'm not a partner is because people choose when to show up. Because people choose when to show up. They're like, oh, he's streaming Final Fantasy? Alright, I ain't hanging out with Gritty today. Oh, he's streaming
WrestleMania.
He's streaming Grand Theft Auto? I don't like Grand Theft Auto. I'm not showing up today. And it's like, dude, it doesn't matter what I stream. You should support the streamer.
I'll tell you what, this scene never gets easy to watch. Randy Orton
delivering
that concerto to Edge that started it all.
Chair to the head of Edge.
Is here tonight to answer Edge.
Oh my goodness. That's literally the reason. If everybody who followed me, or not everybody, but if at least 10% of the people who followed me, not even 10%, like 5%, if 5% of the people who followed me would show up for the streams that I do and realize that it's all connected, it all matters, it all adds up, then I'd already be a partner on every platform. It's just people choose to dodge my stream when I'm not doing exactly what they want me to do. And that's not the way you should treat people you care about. Like, when your mom tells you that she's moving, do you say, "Nah, mom, I don't like moving, so forget it, I'm out"? When your best friend tells you, "Oh, hey man, my girlfriend dumped me," and you're like, "Nah, man, I don't do breakups." Like, you're there for the people you care about. You're there for the people who make your life better, who expand your ability to actually have fun in your life. That's what you do for people you care about, all right? And it's become so acceptable for people to just be like, "Oh, well, he ain't doing what I want, so I'm out." Like, am I not an entertaining individual? Do I not talk about wrestling every single broadcast? It's not like you have to not talk about wrestling when I'm in here. It's just there are people who literally choose to not hang out as soon as I'm not doing exactly what they want. And that's a problem. That's a problem with it's just accepted that way. People just accept that as the way things should be, and it shouldn't be. And it's just like that for Ninja. When Ninja started playing World of Warcraft, he got like 30% of his viewership. 30% of his viewership were showing up, sometimes 45. It's become acceptable for people to just dodge content creators as long as they're just not doing exactly what you like. Maybe you can find a way to like something. Maybe you can find something brand new, dude. I didn't used to like sushi until I was actually introduced to it by somebody who I kind of trusted, who had come to actually like what they say. Who knows? You might actually find a game or two that you weren't expecting to like. Come hang out, guys. Come hang with me.
Inside right now.
All right, so it's Angel Garza and Andrade versus Cedric Alexander and Ricochet, which is awesome.
Now officially underway, and that's Andrade who starts off against Ricochet.
At least it's not. At least it's not. What's his name again? I already forgot his name. Humberto Carrillo. At least it's not Carrillo. So yeah, guys, please just support me. Trust me, you're gonna have fun. Doesn't matter what I'm playing. We're gonna be all right.
Company that Andrade would join.
Please let Cedric and Ricochet win.
Now there goes Andrade. Oh, Ricochet, a shot to the face. Ricochet trying to slow down Andrade and Garza on their road to WrestleMania. Tag made up. And Ricochet.
Yeah, exactly, Mo. That game sucks. Like, people are over here like wanting me to play a busted, broken game every day, and it's like, dude, the game is busted. Like, I'm trying, I play it, and I have plans to play it, but there are reasons why I'm playing other games right now, and it's because we need to actually expand the Gritty Urban Saga. We can't sit here and just keep playing a game that is perennially broken. It's broken every year. Busted every year.
Oh, and a shot to the midsection, and now Andrade trying to take advantage of the repeated
build a community off of a busted game. You got to start working towards something else.
Oh, there goes Ricochet.
Oh my goodness, Ricochet to the outside. Andrade trying to go after him, but the ref says no. That ref has some muscles. You see how easily that ref got rid of him?
Goodness for Cedric. Oh, hold on.
Back of the Street Profits doing here. Oh, I guess, yeah, they did talk about the Street Profits, so they do have kind of a reason to be out here. This arena looks good. I really like the look of it. Street Profits are here, guys, but it looks like they're taking commentary spot. Man, there's an abrasion on Andrade's face from this match already. His cheek is lit up. So Wall Street Profits. And we're back to commercial break, guys. Yeah, it does make sense. They're going for their title at Mania, so we shall see. In the same way with Typical Gamer. Only watch Fortnite streams because other games I have no interest in. That's fine, dude. But what were you watching before Fortnite? What would you watch if Fortnite wasn't a game? You gotta start asking yourself, like, is there not other things on this planet? Are there not other things to pay attention to? And the people that you watch that play these games, do you not find them interesting? They don't say anything you like. They don't like other things that you have in common. They don't They don't have good commentary that makes you laugh. Like, the reason you're watching these people is not just because of the game they're playing. You're watching them because they have some sort of gameplay skill, because they're giving you some insight into the game. They're giving you some commentary, some comedy. The way they interact with you personally, the way they make you feel like you matter in the stream. There's a whole bunch of reasons to watch a streamer, not just the game they play. What if that game, Fortnite, had 2 things changed about it that intrinsically make the game a completely different game? Are you just going to like it because of the logo on the front? Like, this is what I need people to understand. Support the streamers, not the game. The game does not need your support. The game is a multi-billion-dollar game. The game makes more money than some countries at this point. The game does not need your support. And it's not even that great of a game. The game itself is fun. It's solid. But it's not like the greatest game on the planet by any means. It's not the best shooter out there. It's not the best third-person shooter. It wouldn't be the best first-person shooter. It doesn't have the best graphics. It doesn't have the best sound design. Like, there's nothing about it that makes it the best game. It just has a bunch of things that are put together to make it a fun game to watch. But there are other games that are equally as good or better in a lot of different categories. Liking one single game and stopping your support for somebody who has entertained you for hours and hours and hours just because they're not playing that one game is not the way to treat people who have sat there for hours and gave you a fun time. This is what I'm saying. This is what I don't understand about people is like, dude, support the people who have supported you. Support the people who have given you hours of entertainment. Don't support a game that doesn't care if you exist or not, doesn't care if you're there or not, and can change your favorite thing about the game in an instant, which it's done. That game has changed things in an instant that people have loved. There's no llamas, there's no this, there's no that. They took this gun out, they took this vehicle out, they did this, they added this way to transport, they added this way to transport. Like, the game is not the same game as you started watching at the beginning. That's a guarantee. So what is the point of saying that that's the reason you watch? The game is changing. It's going to change. It's going to continue to change. Support the people who make it interesting, who make it fun. Because those are the people who need your support. The game doesn't need your support. The game has more money than it can do anything with. Warzone, yeah. See, there's even Warzone. Warzone's free to play, and it just like Fortnite, but it's a first-person, massively multiplayer. 150 people on one map. It's got realistic graphics, gunplay, stuff like that. It's a cool game, but then again, it's still just a game. The people who play it make it more entertaining than just watching footage with no commentary, no gameplay, just sitting on the menu. Like, what if somebody did that? Does that still make it a fun game? Does it still make it interesting? That's what I'm saying. Like, support the people who entertain you more than the game itself, because the game, literally, if that person isn't playing it, you're staring at a press start screen.
Defending your Raw Tag Team titles against Andrade and Garza. That was announced
Gemini, what's up, dude?
on social media. What was your reaction
About
to
having
that
fun.
news?
WrestleMania.
Yeah.
It's WrestleMania.
Right.
But the thing is, like, without the person playing it, you're just staring at a press start screen that says Fortnite, press start. That doesn't mean it's good. Now you love it? No. The game itself just sits there and doesn't play itself.
It's the first time ever. There's a lot of firsts in this building, and we've been a part of pretty much everything.
PC Supercars.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, everything.
Oh, yeah, baby. Now we get
Ricochet
to be
did
here. Home.
You are right. Ricochet is bald face. Gets kicked in the back by Angel Garza.
Angela, I know how important this is to you. It's your
Angel
first
Garza has
WrestleMania.
ripped
You
the
and Brian
pants
go
off
all the
of
way
himself.
back to the FCW days.
So I hope you guys know what I'm saying. Like, I understand. You like the game. It's just there are people behind it who make it more interesting than just sitting there watching commentary-free gameplay or sitting on a press start screen.
Evaluation of Andrade and Garza as a team.
Well, Andrade is the US champion. He's the United States champion. There you go. We also have Garza, the former cruiserweight
Alistair
champion.
Black
So
is
these
going
guys
against
know
Bobby?
exactly what it means
Is he?
and what it means to be champion. So you're in the ring full of champions.
Andrade, oh my goodness, Andrade runs into a super kick that just rocks his jaw by Ricochet, but Ricochet finds himself right there, Angel Garza in the center of the ring with a headlock.
His own blood.
Ooh, snapmare takeover, rated for the pinning combination by Ricochet. Nice, keeping him on his toes. Ooh, double-footed drop kick to the back of Ricochet, puts his face into the bottom turnbuckle. Oh.
That's what happens, man. You know, sometimes the family feuds, but at the end of the day, you know, they
Holy
prosper.
moly.
Oh yeah. You know, sometimes you go through a little scuffle.
That's
what
hurt.
it takes.
That's hurt.
You know?
Hey, by any means necessary when you got the gold, fam. We ready for it. Now Ricochet trying to battle out of the
You don't enjoy them. Exactly. That's fine, dude. But you can at least stop by and leave a thumbs up. You can at least do that. Like, this is my point. There are people who literally just don't support because somebody's doing something they're not incredibly 100% interested in. And that's not the way to treat people you care about, man. It's like going to your daughter's graduation or something. It's like, yeah, you know, it's going to be kind of boring for most of the ceremony, but it's something that matters. It's something that really means something in that person's life. You don't just drop support because you're not interested in a graduation. So if somebody is doing something you don't like, you just stop by. You leave a thumbs up. You tell them what's up. You say hi. And you say, maybe I'll be back during the commercial or whatever else I'm watching. That's how you support somebody. You don't just drop support 100% because somebody's doing something that you don't 100% love. I'll never understand that. I'll never understand that. I bought issues of comic books where I was like, I don't really like this character, but maybe something happens here that actually crosses over with the other comics that I like. That's what people need to understand, man. When you support somebody, support them as much as you can. Don't be like, oh, nah, F that, I'm out.
Cedric Alexander on a roll. Oh, against Angel Garza.
But you like, see, that's perfect. That's exactly perfect, King of Faith, and you're doing it perfectly. You're doing it just right. There are some people who don't do none of that. The second they see you're not doing exactly what they love, it's over. Nice flatliner springboard by Cedric. No, still doesn't get the 3 count.
Can you imagine what
I like how
confidence
Zelina Vega has the
of
United
Andrade
States
and Angel Garza
Championship.
heading into WrestleMania against you guys if they lose here tonight?
Everybody's trying to prove a point. Everybody's trying to
And you'll find that it's more fun that way because you get to see your favorite content creators in a separate light. You get to see your favorite content creator learning how to cook or learning how to play the guitar or learning how to play piano or watch them in an uncomfortable situation where they're watching something that they don't really know about and seeing how they learn the product or whatever. Like, you get to see brand new stuff, the variety of life, not just the same repetitive stuff over and over again. You get to actually see what these people are up to and who they are, not just who they pretend to be or who they tell you they are. You get to see who they actually are. Oh, goodness, double super kick to the side of the head of Andrade, and now Angel Garza go behind, unfolds the super kick to the chest of Ricochet. Oh, this is a good match. Heck yeah, it is. Oh my goodness. Angel Garza rejected off the top rope with a double-footed drop kick by Ricochet. I love it.
You might not be thinking of Burger King right now, but we're thinking about you.
Oh,
that's why we're offering 2 free kids meals when you order ahead.
What? 2 free kids meals? No way. Wait a minute. Oh, now you're here, Dudley? You see, this is what I'm talking about, Dudley. You got to be a fan of me at all times, Dudley. Dudley, look at me. All right, so what? So you want the 2 free kids meals? Okay, well, we got to order ahead. What if they find out I don't have 2 kids? I do have 2 kids, but like, oh, so you're saying like, what if? All right, we're gonna have to dress you up. We're gonna have to. Can we shave your mustache? No? Okay. We can't shave your mustache. All right. Dudley says we can't shave his mustache. All right. Well, how can we do this? We're gonna have to put the disguise on you. We're gonna have to put the disguise. Okay. Go find a disguise real quick. All right. Dudley, go find a disguise. Okay. You found one? You found one already? All right, Dudley. This better be a good disguise, dude. I don't know about this. Dudley, you already found a disguise? All right. What is it? Dudley, the MJF outfit, the DJF outfit. Okay, here, let's show the camera. All right, you guys think that'll fool Burger King? I think you might be able to fool him. Here, show it off. Okay, Dudley. All right, Dudley wants to show it off. Dudley's doing the strut. Dudley, you don't have to like do the whole modeling thing. All right, Dudley. Yes, they saw you. All right. Do you guys think that might fool them at Burger King? They might think that was not Dudley. I think that might get him. He was MJF. All right. How about this? All right, Dudley. Do the other one. Do the one. Yes. Do the one, Dudley. Show them the one. It's commercial break right now, by the way, guys. So I'm just trying to keep you guys entertained and stuff. All right. Show them, Dudley. Show them. Oh no. Who is this? It's the salted one, not the exalted one, the salted one. Yes, I will take a kid's meal. They're not going to think you're a kid, dude. They can see the mustache. No, you can't just put it down. They can still see the mustache. Dudley, they can still see the mustache. Dudley, I don't think that's going to fool them. Go get a different outfit. Go get a different one. Get a different disguise. You already found another one? That's ridiculous. How could you... Dude, this is not right. How could you have another one already? Dudley, I don't think this is going to work. All right, I'll show them. All right, we'll show them. We'll show them. All right, what do you guys think about this one? Dudley, you got the glove on. That's not gonna. They're definitely gonna know that's you. I know it's the glove, but dude, like that doesn't. What do you mean look closer? Oh. Don't laugh, Dudley. Stop. That's not funny. You don't slap me. Whatever. We're going to get the 2 free kids meals no matter what. We're going to find out. We're going to find one that works. How dare you slap me like that?
Ready to defend your titles at WrestleMania?
Are we ready? Are we ready?
That's a silly question. The Street Profits, we won't.
Ready. Of course we're ready for WrestleMania.
That's beautiful. We want the smoke, babe.
Oh, yeah. We could put a mask on you. We could put a mask on you. They'll never know.
Oh, man. By the United States champion. Gentlemen, what did you think about the words from Zelina Vega earlier on, saying that Garza and Andrade are, quote, the most skilled and charismatic team in all of WWE?
What?
Ooh, wow. Zelina said that.
He just challenged me to a duel. I think he did.
They have a lot of charisma, you know what I'm saying? But they ain't us. Hey, the Street Profits, man.
How you doing today, man? Welcome, Mr. Boyd.
Now it's Andrade trying to fire up here. Cedric
Broxa messaged me on Xbox, trying to find out where you at. Give him your YouTube.
Come on, man.
But they're going to face the Street Profits. Oh, they are. Whoever wins this is going to face the Street Profits.
One more time.
Whoever wins this faces the Street Profits.
Double knees.
Yeah, this is actually a good match.
Well, let me ask you guys, how hard is it to adjust from trying to climb that mountain and capture the tag team titles to actually winning those titles and now have to focus on
Andrade cracking the arm of Cedric Alexander, getting the tag.
Like I said, you champion, you have a huge target in your back, and you aware of that.
Oh yeah.
You aware that
Garza is in. He's wearing his finest
you have no room for error,
Ty Dillinger outfit.
So you just want to focus on winning. That's what
looks like Ty Dillinger's outfit. Oh, look at this.
And
It's the move that I was saying that Hangman Page
This
should
is
use.
innovative.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Oh my God. Perfect. Springboard reverse suplex. Beautiful.
Way to fight.
I like this, man. They out here trying to show out in front of us, ain't they?
Yeah.
Trying to show out in front of us.
They think we scared or something.
They trying to show out in front of us.
They trying to give us a little intimidation. Nah, man.
I don't know if she told us to shut up or she
Oh, nah, man.
Mods are normally earned. I just find mods. I don't really think about it. Normally my moderators are people that I see in the chat at all times, and they don't do things that are against the rules. That's about it. So just being here is all it takes, guys. It doesn't take donations. It doesn't take
you guys could be here all night. Oh yeah.
subscriptions. It doesn't take any of that. Oh my goodness. Double powerbomb. Andrade and Angel Garza slamming Cedric into the mat, but Ricochet out of nowhere to break it up.
There we go. Okay. takes out Andrade.
Dude, you know how entertaining this match would be? Oh, my goodness. Ricochet and Cedric Alexander versus the Street Profits for the tag team titles. That would be such a good match.
So dangerous.
Not that I think these two are an actual tag team or anything, but hey, sometimes you gotta sacrifice.
No. Garza nearly got caught. Oh! What a knee strike now. Garza fights in. He might be out.
No, Cedric kicks out of Angel Garza's attack.
I see you, Cedric.
Whoa.
I see you, fam.
How in the world?
This is actually better without the crowd. Some of these matches are better without the crowd. I agree with you, man. You can hear what they're saying. You can hear their little banter between each other, their character building.
Also got to deal with
I
Zelina
agree.
Vega jawjacking a ringside the entire match.
Oh, I mean, if she wants to get into a trash talking contest, then
Some of these are not as good without the crowd because the crowd brings so much to certain parts. Like when somebody says the B word or something, like the crowd goes ooh. But yeah, I do agree. This match right here is a good example of a match that probably wouldn't have been as cheered by the crowd, but it's so good.
And Ricochet saving his partner.
Wait a minute, over the top rope, beautiful front flip with a twist, and cracks his own body into the barricade, goes Ricochet, and now over the top, Cedric, Falcon Arrow. Beautiful slam. Oh no! Andrade kicks out of getting all the way folded up like origami pieces. Dude, you gotta be kidding me with this match right now. These guys are destroying it.
And Garza are going to be for you guys to put away at WrestleMania.
Do you guys feel the atmosphere?
Oh, yeah.
Do you guys feel that
Yeah,
energy?
sometimes the crowd is dead anyway, Mo. That's what I'm saying. Sometimes the crowd is dead. Sometimes it's better without it.
It's running wild.
Well, that happens.
It really depends. I've heard some great crowds. I've heard some crowds that really deflate the quality of a match.
Some of the frustration here in this matchup as it continues
Cedric
to wear
Alexander
on.
stomping
Alexander
Andrade.
hammering away on Andrade.
The thing you guys got to watch out for too is not allowing frustration to kick in.
Andrade elbowing his way out of a hard situation, but Cedric fighting right back with elbows to the back.
Keep your eye on the prize.
Beautiful stuff, my goodness. Nice flip through. Oh my goodness, cleans the clock of Cedric with a back elbow to just destroy everything. That's done.
And that is it.
Dude, he might have really knocked him out. I don't think that was supposed to be the ending there. Dude, I think he really knocked him out. I think he really knocked him out, dude. I think he really hit him with that back elbow there. Because he tried to kick out and he tried to let him out. Look, he starched him. He's straight up and down. Done, dude. Yeah, he knocked him out. Yeah, he's done. He's done, dude. Either Cedric is like the best actor or he got absolutely knocked out. Like for real. I'm not kidding. He hit him with the move that everybody says sucks, the Judas effect, and it absolutely knocked Cedric all the way out. He tried to kick out and he couldn't. Like he couldn't figure out what direction was up. Like he really got clocked right there. And so the ref was like 1, 2, 3, I guess. Like the ref was like 3, I guess. And so they just ended the match. I can almost guarantee you Cedric Alexander got absolutely, like legitimately knocked out right there. Holy moly. He cracked him so hard the spit flew and he just like crashed to the ground, and when he tried to kick out he was like, I kick out, and he didn't even do anything. Holy moly, man. I hope he's alright. I really hope Cedric's alright. He was still in the ring when the match ended, and the ref had to like help him out of the ring and roll him out to check on him again. Good call by the ref to end that match right there. Very good call by the ref to just end it right there. Oh, wait a minute.
It's going down here between the Street
Profits and Andrade and Garza.
You almost feel like it was destined to
Toe-to-toe.
happen here
I hope
tonight.
Cedric's all right, man. He got super cracked with the Judas effect.
Yeah, you're right. These two teams not waiting for
That move that everybody says sucks, that could literally destroy you, and I was telling people all of today that move will destroy you. It's the one you don't expect, man. You get hit in the side of the head out of nowhere right in the temple, you're done. Wow. Yo, I hope Cedric's all right, man. He got super cracked. Ricochet doesn't need to be a heel. He doesn't. He just needs some sort of like. He needs some actual storyline, man. What's been a Ricochet feud? Can anybody name an actual Ricochet feud? I feel like he's never had one. I feel like since he's touched NXT all the way up till now, he has never had a feud, like a real feud. What's been a Ricochet feud, guys? Does anybody know one? Can anybody name one? What's been a feud where it was Ricochet actually having a feud with somebody, and not just somebody being like, "Oh man, you're gonna lose at the pay-per-view." You know, that's not a feud to me. You're gonna lose at the pay-per-view is not a feud. He had one with AJ. How did he have one with AJ? AJ was just like, dude, you're gonna lose. Like there was nothing to it. It's not a feud. Like I'm talking about a storyline, guys, an actual storyline. What happened? Where's the feud there? There's no feud. It's just him. Somebody saying, "I'm gonna beat you at the pay-per-view." That's when AJ turned heel. He turned heel on Ricochet. Well, that's AJ then, I guess. I don't consider that a actual feud at all. Blaine, what's up, Blaine? I feel like they just have not put any work into Ricochet at all. They've not put one single feud on him that's been an actual feud. He just keeps running in, talking about how he's a superhero and saving people and getting worked. I'm trying to look for a feud, man. Like him actually having some real life problems with somebody. Somebody actually coming after him, wanting to take him out. You know, it's like, what is that? Why waste that talent? Yeah, exactly. Why waste the talent? That was a good match, though. That was a good match. I'm gonna give that like I'll give that a 4. I really loved the action in that match. That was a 4 out of 5. I hope you guys know what I'm talking about, though. Like he needs a real feud. That would do wonders for him. He can't just keep fighting people all day. Like, just fighting people over and over again and showing that you can do flips is not gonna endear you to the crowd. Is not gonna get you more over than before. You're just gonna be that guy who comes out here and does flips. He needs to have some sort of a draw to him, some sort of reason for us to care. He just has no. There's no draw to him. There's no nothing going on there, dude. He's a great wrestler. It's just like he's so far in one category. It's like you have two categories to each wrestler. You have their wrestling ability and you have their like storytelling, their drama ability. And it's like he's like your perfect superstar would be this. Okay, it would be all the way up on both accounts. It would just be you're great in the ring, you're great on the mic, you're great at telling stories, you're great on the drama. His is so out of whack. It's like way down here, and that makes his overall rating like somewhere like 50%. It doesn't. It's like when you're at the top, you're probably like a 90 or 80 something. But he's so far out of whack that it's like he becomes a 50% superstar because he's only doing good matches. You know? And there's just certain superstars that have both sides of that equation and certain superstars that only have one side of the equation. That's why Paul Heyman is not a wrestler. If Paul Heyman was a wrestler, he'd be a 50% wrestler because he would absolutely not be able to do any of this cool stuff in the ring, but he'd be great on the mic. He'd be like at the same level as Ricochet is to me, because on the mic he'd be able to build up a feud, build up drama, make me super entertained, super ready for the match. But in the ring, he'd be way down here, so it would even out to be like a 50%. Paul Heyman would be a 50% superstar, just like Ricochet. They both would be able to do something that I value, but just at a completely opposite level. Ricochet versus Creative, the longest feud. They were on to an okay track with him with the whole superhero thing, but It's corny and it has no legs. They should have done it to where he said he was a superhero. He said there's such things as superheroes, and then they had like a super villain, and not somebody who says they're a super villain, but they are a really good villainous type character. Somebody like Samoa Joe, who could just be that guy who would terrorize his life, and then Samoa Joe could make it real. He could be like, this ain't the pages of a comic book. I'm really at your house. Like, he could really take it to that next level and bring Ricochet from that corny level of a superhero to like having to realize what it is to fight real life villains, real life people who are after you, real life people who want to destroy you or bully you or just take you for granted or misuse you or just all that. And Samoa Joe versus Ricochet could be that feud that really brings, because Samoa Joe can wrestle too. So he'd be able to put on good matches with him, and then he would have to level up his promo ability to actually have some fun and not fun, but actually have a good, fun rivalry for us. That's what they should be doing with Samoa Joe. Is if he wants to say if Ricochet wants to say he's a superhero, they should have gave him a super villain, and not even called him a super villain. Just let him be the villain that we all know that Samoa Joe can be. What's this?
Tag team action, the Raw Tag Team Champions, the Street Profits who we saw before the break.
TM6-1 is back together?
Against Shane Thorne and Brendan Vink from NXT.
Oh no, that's not.
Can do it all. They joined us at the commentary desk a few moments ago. Now they're in the ring.
Wow. Okay.
Got physical between the Street Profits and
That'd
their
have been perfect.
WrestleMania challengers, the team of the United States champion Andrade and Angel Garza.
R-Truth got the 24/7 title. Really?
Absolutely right. Those two teams collide.
These are not nobodies, Anthony. These are not nobodies. One of these guys is one member of TM6-1, and TM6-1 is one of the best tag teams that's come through NXT in the last couple of years.
I just love the attitude.
The other guy, I don't know who he is.
Sometimes when a tag team
you're
wins
kind of like
championships for the first time, they get a
half-right,
little nervous, a little conservative. Not Montez Ford, not Angelo Dawkins. These guys are on fire right now.
Shane Thorne and some
What is all this
Montez
about?
Ford. He was sipping happiness here at the desk.
Sipping happiness.
Oh, Byron, shush.
Oh! Y'all like that?
Next time we get you a red solo.
Did you like that?
Perhaps too
What is
confident
going on?
rolling into WrestleMania.
TM6-1. It's been a while, but they were a good tag team, though, Blaine. They were good. Blaine knows.
They put into their game. I know the preparation.
Hey, it's not TM6-1. It's only one member of TM6-1.
A little bit of an edge, a little bit of a swag. If you want to be a champion here in
But
WWE,
heck yeah, man.
Trying to get into the corner and a little tweak of the ankle there. Oh, and the big man, Brendan Vink, 6'5", 265
Brendan Vink, that's the new guy.
Difference maker in the ring.
Raining down blows on Montez Ford.
And Byron, this is going to be a real test for the
Angelo
Street
Dawkins out here.
Profits going up against Vink and Thorne here before their matchup at WrestleMania. Oh, and look at Thorne while the referee
do
was
I have?
tending to Dawkins.
This is a healthy test, though. I like this matchup for the
Shane
Street
Thorne,
Profits
do I
because you
have
want to go into WrestleMania battle-hardened, battle-ready.
Look at Vink returning the favor to Ford with a shot to the chest.
Shane Thorne. I do have Shane Thorne. Look at this, man. Look at how good I am.
Out his opponent in this match. Cedric Alexander clean
Group in
with an
AEW,
elbow.
forgot the
There's
name.
a cover and a kick out.
They
Ultimately got
can't
the
use
win for the matchup.
TM6-1. They
Andrade
got
and Garza might be
name
relatively
like that in
new as a tag team,
AEW.
but
Oh,
they
you're
could
talking
surprise
about
the Profits at WrestleMania.
But think about
what are
what
they
that
called?
does. If you're
The
trying to build a
Hybrid
legacy,
2?
if you're Montez Ford, Angelo
The
Dawkins,
Hybrid
you're
2?
trying to
I
build
don't
a
think
championship
so.
legacy.
They already had
You want a
TM6-1
team
well before the
like
Hybrid 2.
Andrade
One of them
and
had to give it up
Garza
and be
who
the
are going
Hybrid
to
2.
push you to your limit.
The Street Profits have a challenge on their hands right now. Of course, it'll be the first WrestleMania opportunity for both Ford and Dawkins. Cannot underscore the pressure on that circumstance. And now Vink. Oh!
What is more of a
Driving
story?
Ford into the corner, tag made.
Bray and Cena or Orton and Edge? The Hybrid 2, yeah.
Oh, and
my gosh.
I'd say Orton and Edge.
in the past. Now the cover
They have
on
years,
Ford.
man. They have
And
years
kick out.
together, and they've obviously done more to build it.
Thorne here, opportunity to knock off the Raw
Oh my
Tag Team
goodness, Joe
Champions.
Montez getting hooked right now. Oh God,
These are
fingers in the
great
nose,
circumstances
ripping his
we're all
face
under here at
backwards.
WWE. This
Goodness
opportunity
gracious,
cannot be
Thorne.
underestimated by Thorne and Vink. You're facing the Raw
Thorne
Tag
is no
Team
joke, man.
Champions
He's a
live
great
on Monday Night
wrestler.
Raw.
Absolutely. There's weight
Orton
in
Edge
that
for
name.
sure.
There's weight in the championships, literally and figuratively.
So this tag
You
team
can
is
absolutely
TM16.
change the complexion of your own career if you become the champions.
Yes.
Off the jawbreaker, now
Turned
forward.
it
He's got to
around.
get to the corner, make the tag to Dawkins.
Thank you guys for being here, by the way, and thanks for all the thumbs up, guys. I see you guys working on these thumbs up. If you have not already left one, please leave a thumbs up,
Right to
guys.
the back of the neck. Somehow Vink's still on his feet.
He
Tagged
can't
in
do the
by
claw. He
Ford,
does the claw.
And here comes Angelo Dawkins.
He does the claw.
Gosh,
You're saying they
that's
took
how
it
you
away
make
from
a
him?
difference in a matchup.
And the
Oh,
jab,
Angelo
the
Dawkins
jab, and
captured
oh, man,
suplex.
the suplex
Very
to
nice.
Vink.
Come here.
Oh,
Ooh,
Angelo
slapjack
Dawkins
slam.
on a roll.
Dawkins looks
Dawkins, man,
unstoppable
he's
right
so
now.
I'm glad he's getting faster in the ring. He's had a very reserved style for so long. I feel like he's just been such
Sets up
a.
for the cash out, and now Montez Ford.
Oh, it's called the cash out.
Oh,
This is
from
done.
the
We're done here.
heavens.
Cover him.
That's done.
And the Raw Tag Team Champions take care of business on
Done.
the road to WrestleMania.
Here are your winners, the Raw Tag.
TM16 gets beat by the Street Profits. It's good to see Shane Thorne on Raw, though, man. I wonder if he's probably going to party after this. He's probably going to party. He's like, yo, I was on Raw. Yo, what? I was on Raw. Halo, bro? Yo, Second City Saint in the house. Second City Saint, guys. One of the greatest. One of the greatest of all time. Jack Evans and a Helico would be lit in NXT. Oh, yeah, they would. They'd be doing so much better than what they're doing in AEW. Now we got to start having this conversation, which is a conversation that I've been waiting to have for a couple months. And now it's time. Because Saint, you lit it. You lit it on fire, and now we gotta talk about it. Who would be better utilized in NXT than in AEW? I'll tell you right now. I'll tell you absolutely right now. Kenny Omega. Kenny all day. Kenny Omega would already be after the main title. Kenny Omega would be smashing fools. He would be looking like $1 trillion, dude. Kenny, you are completely right about the Hybrid 2. Hybrid 2 all day. Who else? Man, I want to say Pac. I want to say Pac, dude. Pac would probably be the world champion right now. Who would be better utilized in NXT than AEW? We got to have this conversation now, guys. I know you don't want to have it. I know you want to think AEW is just the best of the best, but let's have this conversation, guys. Who would be better off in AEW right now?
Where is he, huh? I just got a new car.
Where is he? Is he in that
wait
car
a
right
minute. I just bought a new car. You can't fool Riddy Mo. Where is
Kenny versus Adam Cole. Holy moly, dude. Wow. Yo, R-Truth hopped out the trunk.
Mr. Randy Moss.
Mr. Randy Moss. They called him Randy Moss. And then he stole his car. R-Truth pinned him for the 24/7 title and then stole the car that he was driving.
Congrats, R-Truth. What, like a 35-time 24/7 champion?
Absolutely
What?
right. Meanwhile, we turn our attention to a far more serious situation. This
Oh,
one,
my goodness.
Shayna Baszler is fixated on the Raw Women's
Kenny
Champion.
all day, dude.
Becky Lynch at WrestleMania, the only
Pentagon,
woman
Pac,
to ever
and
eliminate
Phoenix.
all
Maybe all three of them.
competitors by winning an elimination chamber match.
Yeah.
The cage fighter Shayna Baszler joins us live next on Raw.
Legendary. Shayna Baszler will be here up next on Raw. I absolutely think you're right. Ricochet would be awesome at AEW. He might be. It's just like maybe their writers would have something for him because he's awesome in WWE already. There's nothing wrong with him in WWE. It's just the creative. It's the storylines. It's the promos. You know. And they got a lot of people who can do what he does, who are just kind of in the middle of the fight card or something. So I would say he could be good there. It's more about like what they're gonna do with him, but yeah. 7 days without eating? I don't recommend that, dude. Kenny versus Cole could take from the days of the Bullet Club. Oh yeah, dude. I'd say Kenny Omega would be way better off in NXT. Right now he's such a like middle of everything superstar where there's just no build for him at all. He's just a part of different feuds. He's a part of different people's groups and stuff, and he's not being utilized. And the thing is, he's what is considered the best wrestler on this planet. Okay, on the entire globe, he's considered the best wrestler by several thousands of people. and he's being the center. He's not even being the center. He's being like a like an off piece of feuds that don't even have anything to do with him. Like he's literally being misused. Sammy, oh yeah, Sammy would be good. I agree with that. I agree with that. If he could bring it down a bit, because he's a little too like overzealous. But if he could bring it down a bit, I agree. He's great on the mic. Gargano versus Darby Allin. Oh my, dude, do not even, dude. Gargano versus Darby Allin could be like match of the year. Oh my God. You see, now we're talking. See, now we're having a conversation where there's no hate. There's no hate. There's no anybody saying AEW is better than WWE. We're just talking about who could come together, who could actually be doing some better things than what they're doing right now. And it happens on both sides now. I have to say, altogether, Wardlow would destroy in NXT right now. Wardlow would be right there with Keith Lee, with Damian Priest, with I don't want to say Killian Dane because I'm not really a fan of Killian Dane anymore. I kind of like cooled on him completely. I'm kind of like ice cold on Killian Dane right now. I'm not a fan of his matches as much anymore. He's still good. Don't get me wrong. It's just I'm not where I used to be with him. I'm not loving it. It's not McDonald's to me. There's one more. Dijakovic. Oh my goodness, dude. That North American title spot for Wardlow. Yo. That North American title race right now. Add Wardlow to that and you got yourself something incredible. Oh my goodness. MJF, you put MJF anywhere and he's going to be the best thing. It doesn't matter. He could go to WWE, AEW, New Japan. Like MJF is a perennial great heel right now. I love MJF. I'd say leave him where he's at though because he's got such a history with Cody right now. He's got such like a following there. I'd say leave him there. But yeah, you bring him to WWE or NXT, he'd kill it too. Dustin, oh my goodness, dude. Can you imagine if Dustin came back as Blood Dust and he just set a laser sight towards the Intercontinental Championship? Could you imagine Blood Dust comes back to WWE as the red and black? He's not the Gold Dust anymore. He's Blood Dust. And he's just got a laser sight to become the greatest Intercontinental Champion of modern history. And he just goes straight after Sami Zayn. That feud could be so incredible. I want Dustin Rhodes to get that legacy win, man. He just doesn't have it yet. Like he's so incredible. He's such a great wrestler. He's got the tenure. He's got a great he's still in shape. He still runs around this ring like the young guys. He's incredible, but how long is that going to last? I want Goldust to get that legacy spot that he deserves, you know? One more title reign, Intercontinental title or AEW to make a mid-card title and for him to win it. He's the dude, man. He's the dude. Imagine him coming back to WWE as the Dark Blood Dust. It's just red and black and he wears the hood almost all the time except for when he's wrestling and he's good at cutting promos. Like, you know, he can hold a mic. You know, he's got years of tenure. He knows how to wrestle. He could elevate somebody like Sami Zayn to like a legitimate level if he wrestles a good match with Sami. Like, it's just a win-win for everybody. I would love that so much. I love Blood Dust, dude. Young Sting versus Kenny Omega. Pac versus Adam Cole all day. All day, dude. The Usos versus the Briscoes. Man, you guys are coming up with some great matches. Like, even just reading these matches makes me excited. That's how you know it's epic. When I just read something and I'm like, yeah, let's go. When reading letters makes me hype, you know it's on. Heck yes, guys. You guys are talking that real good bubble talk right now. Briscoes versus the Undisputed Era. Heck yes, dude. The Death Triangle versus the Undisputed Era. Could you imagine that? Death Triangle versus Undisputed Era. I'm watching that all day. All freaking day, dude. They're announcing the matches that are coming up on WrestleMania, by the way. Goldust for Hall of Fame. Oh yeah, for sure, Austin Meyer. I love Goldust. This guy had a real feud with Rowdy Roddy Piper. Like, how long should it take for you to get to the Hall of Fame? The guy is incredible. Aleister Black versus Bobby Lashley. Oh boy. I'm sorry, Bobby. You're about to get killed. Not killed, but you know. Braun versus Keith Lee. That could be good too. That could be cool. That could be very cool. Heck yeah. Good ideas, man. You guys got some great ideas. WrestleMania's got incredible matches. Kevin Owens versus Seth Rollins.
Place. It's going to be WrestleMania. Can Kevin Owens take his revenge?
Doesn't it have a stipulation?
Rollins, the Monday Night Messiah. And I cannot imagine the brutality we're going to see in.
If CM Punk never left WWE, I think he would have died. From what I know about CM Punk, the reason he left is because he got that same infection that Dean Ambrose got. He had a very realistic infection that could have killed him, and he needed treatment, and they just kept working him and working him and working him. So if he wouldn't have left, I think he might be dead. So I'm glad he left. As far as I know.
You absolutely dominated the women's elimination
CM Punk
chamber
would not
match
be alive anymore.
and became the first superstar in history to eliminate every single competitor. You're very talented in the ring. And with that win, you earned the right to face Becky Lynch at WrestleMania
Shayna Baszler
for the Raw Women's Championship. So if you do defeat Becky Lynch at WrestleMania, how do you intend to conduct yourself
I do see
as
him
champion?
coming back, Cody. I do. I'll be right back.
Look, what I'm really trying to say here is you do most of the talking with your actions, and they speak volumes. But since we are sitting here face to face, could you put it into words?
You look nervous, Charlie. Why are you nervous? You afraid I'm gonna bite? Sorry, I couldn't help myself.
Okay, why don't we just use that as a point of transition? Let's actually go back to that moment. In a shocking moment on Monday Night Raw, you actually bit Becky Lynch in the back of her neck. So is that the same type of brutality that Becky should expect when you two meet at WrestleMania?
What Becky should expect at WrestleMania is to lose.
Shayna, hold on. You agreed to this interview.
Why don't you ask the question you want to ask, Charlie? Why do you love to destroy? And if all you care about is to destroy, why do you want to win the Raw Women's title so bad? Well, here's your answer. I want that title because I love to destroy. When I take that title from Becky Lynch at WrestleMania, it will destroy Becky Lynch. It's not that complicated. From the very beginning, I have shown everyone exactly who I am.
Okay, so why don't we just focus then on the last time you and Becky Lynch shared the ring? It was at Survivor Series. You probably remember.
Oh! What the? Is that? It is! Oh my God, Becky Lynch with a steel chair to Shayna Baszler. Becky Lynch trying to destroy the back of Shayna Baszler.
Holy moly, the steel chair shot was ridiculous. Becky Lynch, why would you do this? Dude, she just tenderized the back of Shayna.
Becky Lynch once again upsetting the natural.
Becky Lynch, why would you do this?
Becky Lynch is definitely.
This is not right. Becky Lynch, why would you do this? Becky Lynch. Why? Why? You're supposed to be the hero. Becky Lynch with a steel chair shot. Right to the back of Shayna Baszler. Shayna's 40? No way. Shayna's not 40. Are you serious? No, my wife. Are you okay, Shayna? She's your wife until freaking Rhea Ripley comes out here. Then all of a sudden it's, oh hey Rhea. What the heck? Still got another hour. We do, and that's awesome, dude. Aren't you excited? I'm very excited. I'm so happy. I love that Raw is 3 hours. All right, here comes a commercial, guys. Yeah, you hear how loud that steel chair shot was? It was like, pow! Really lit the arena on fire. Shayna is not good looking. Hey, good looking is a relative term, so I wouldn't say it with such confidence. Okay, there are people from every country who have a different type of beauty that is very accepted to the people around them. Maybe to you, but I would say that there are probably millions of people on this planet who find Shayna very attractive. You just may not be one of them. Just like me. Well, actually, not just like me, because everybody knows that I'm one of the most attractive males. I mean, I understand. Maybe you guys you don't subscribe to that sort of thing, but you can at least understand how attractive I am. Correction, she's 39. Okay. Sasha Banks versus Tessa Blanchard. That would be cool. Io Shirai. That would be awesome. Yeah, Io Shirai's awesome. Kairi Sane. Kairi Sane's very, very pretty. Asuka's very pretty too. How old is Asuka? Isn't Asuka like 38, 39? Putting yourself over. Of course, man. This is a wrestling broadcast. Of course I'm gonna put myself over. You know how I roll. I gotta do it. I don't think Tessa happy at TNA. Oh, who knows, man? Maybe she is. Some people would rather be the big fish in a small pond, Maybe she's exactly happy. I feel like there's a lot of people who feel that way in TNA right now. They're probably just very happy to have to be part of a promotion that has such a deep, rich history, and for them to be so prominently booked and prominently featured. They're probably just happy to be there. They probably don't even have to worry. They're probably not worried about the extra 100,000 they could be making with WWE, sitting in the back eating tuna salad. They're probably hyped to be out here and be a genuine installed piece of the wrestling genre as a whole right now. There are probably people who are like that. Tessa probably is just super hyped to be where she's at, because she would not be that in anything else. She would not be the world champion in any other promotion right now. Period. So maybe she's just hyped to have that. And I can tell you right now, if I was the world champion of TNA, I would be much more happy than if I was backstage eating tuna salad in the WWE. Because I know being the world champion in TNA literally translates to someday you're going to probably be something in WWE. Like, just look at all the world champions they've had in TNA, in Impact. Look at them. Look at the list of people who have been world champion in Impact, and look at where they've ended up in their career. Like, most of them turn out to be something major over time, or at least making it somewhere in WWE. So I'd be kind of fine with it. She's probably just building her resume, Tamina joined the Briscoes. Hey, Tamina's not bad either. Uh-oh, here we go. It's time, guys. We're back. No man is ever truly good. No man is ever truly good. Oh man, his entrance looks incredible in Full Sail right here. Man, look at this. The Performance Center. I love the lights. This is gorgeous. It's a very good looking entrance. Bobby Lashley's about to get destroyed, man. I'm so sad for Bobby Lashley because look at how far he's fallen. The guy should be like the other Brock Lesnar of WWE, but he's about to get destroyed. I hope it's a good match. I hope it's like a 15-minute match, and I hope they just tear the whole arena apart. I hope him versus Bobby Lashley is just something to watch. Now that they have 2 days to fill, maybe it will be. No man is ever truly good. No man is ever truly Alistair. Hang on. Get out the shadows, Alistair. Alistair, get out of the shadows. Alright, there you go. WrestleMania. Who this dude? Alistair's too good for this. Too good for what? Fighting Leon Ruff? Have you forgotten all the squash matches he did in the last, like, 7 months?
On the opposite end of the
He's
ring,
been
and
fighting
Aleister
people
Black.
like this.
Byron, especially in this setting, there's just something very, very different when Aleister Black comes into the room.
All right, here we go. Mr. Ruff. Ruff, just run.
Black just slowly sauntering towards this Leon Ruff.
Leon Ruff. Aleister sits down in the center of the ring, says, step right up.
Get up.
Leon Ruff says, get up, come on.
Get up, come on. What is he doing? I don't know.
What is he doing? Uh-oh.
my opponent. Let's go. It's not my opponent. Let's go.
That's not my opponent. You hear the ref? That's not my opponent.
Ruff went for it.
That's not my opponent. Oh my God! Black Mass twisted. Yo, he got twisted like a Twizzler. Oh my goodness. That's done.
Cover. Another victory for Aleister.
That's not my opponent. Okay, Aleister wins. That's not my opponent. You go get him. Dude, he got hit with the beautifully twisted, spitted black mass, and it just made him like. He said, "Wah." Oh my goodness. Oh no. Oh no, man. He got hit with the black mass so hard that he's twisted to the side with his arms in the air. That was awesome. Oh man, I love it. Now that's the type of squash I like seeing. When funny stuff happens.
So many times in the past.
Oh
Rollins
man, that was
is
fun.
live next.
That was good. Hang on, we're going back to commercial. Yeah. Oh man. That was so funny.
Stone Cold Steve
That was
Austin
so funny.
was a major hit. The ratings are going to go
WrestleMania
down.
without the
Who's
crowd
gonna
sucks. How do you
separate
know,
himself
Anthony?
from
You haven't
the
seen it yet.
Who has enough ruthless?
How do you know? It hasn't happened yet, dude. We're like 2 weeks away from it. If you got a crystal ball, man, you need to buy me a lottery ticket.
It was crazy.
Pick the right numbers, please, and give me the million. I will give you part of it. All right? Please, use your crystal ball to do something nice for all of us. Oh my goodness. He looked like a black Cena when he first started. He did have that Cena type haircut and everything. Oh my goodness. That neck gonna be rough when he wakes up. Yeah, his neck is gonna feel like my neck. Oh my goodness. It's commercial break time. Time to hit you guys with a commercial. The commerce. They're gonna have a holographic crowd. That's what I was saying, Mo. They can do the augmented reality. We know they can do that. So they could have a holographic crowd. They could have the augmented reality crowd, or they could have people streaming their live reactions and actually put their live reactions on the seats. So like they give you like a template of where your body has to be. They tweet it out or they put it on the website like this is where your body has to be. This is where your camera has to be. You must have a green screen set up and have the back dropped out, but you stream it to this exact address and we'll put you in the seat. We'll put your likeness in the seat and then you're cheering and I'm in the front row and you guys see me and I'm there and I'm like, yo, that would be really cool. Have it to where people are live streaming their reactions and they're actually in the crowd. That would be fresh. they're still going to air it even if you don't watch it. That's true. That's true. I would rather people watch it, though, because you don't know what's going to happen. None of us know. And even if you did, what's the point of not watching it? You know, what's the point in not watching WrestleMania? You're gonna prove some sort of point? Like, they're giving you entertainment during a global pandemic. That's awesome to me. That means the company is still going forward with entertainment. You can sit at home and watch old episodes of like Charles in Charge, or old episodes of Living Single, or you can have an actual event that's made for you on a certain day that nobody else is seeing except for the people who care about it. I feel like I know which one I would choose. You know, what's the point in not watching it or not being hyped for it? All you're doing is you're literally just being negative towards something that is built to give you a good day, to give you a better day than you would have had. Just be hyped for it, man. You can tell people are still like, they're still bringing in that like old school mentality. The mentality from before the virus is being brought to after the virus, dude. This virus has let people understand what really matters. Being with the people you care about, taking care of the society around you, figuring out what's wrong with our system to where people are having to deal with things like this on a daily basis. Like, it has helped us to really realize what matters a little bit more, and it sucks that people are dying and people are getting sick. That really does suck, and that's another thing. It's helping us to understand the failings of our health system and all that. Like, there are so many things about this situation that have woken some people up, and that I hope will continue to be bettered and improved as time goes on. You need to be thankful for the stuff you have, guys. You never know when it's going to be your last day. Kevin Owens
won at WrestleMania.
Aleister Black picked up that win, by the way, guys. In case you didn't hear it.
Seth.
Kevin Owens.
Last week I was here to answer your challenge, but you were nowhere to be found. I've heard you're here tonight. You got something to say? I'm all ears. So what are we waiting for, eh? Come on. Come on, Messiah. Grace us with your presence. Oh, there he is.
Okay.
Kevin Owens won't have to wait
that looks
long.
Cool. Seth. Rollins. Him in his leather jacket with the fur collar. It's such a great jacket.
It's just the man I was looking for. You know, I had a couple of questions for you regarding your comments last week.
Let's go.
You know, this place, this is pretty nice. Kevin, do you honestly believe that fighting me in this building gives you
they don't
the
want
home
to
field
they don't want to get
advantage?
burned up.
You know, I'm trying to wrap my
Chris
head around
Bug, what's
that.
up, dude?
I can't seem to understand it. You know, I didn't train here. You're right. You did train here. You said you made tons of memories and friends here. You earned your job here at WWE in this building. But do you understand how you even got the opportunity to do all of those things? See, I didn't train in this building because it didn't exist when I got to WWE. This building was built on my blood, sweat, and tears, Kevin, on my sacrifice, on my success. You know, my first day in WWE, I walked into a dilapidated warehouse, Kevin. I got told that everything that I did before I got here didn't matter. My whole life's work up in smoke, just like that, gone. You will never.
Sorry, Elijah. I'm sorry, Elijah. I'll sing it next time.
Sacrifice, Kevin.
FCW, heck yeah.
But I had to come back. Day after day, I had to suffer. I had to persevere. I had to succeed. Not for me, Kevin.
KO does look confused.
No, it's never about me. I had to succeed for people like you. So you could get an opportunity to train in a beautiful facility like this. I rebuilt the system from the ground up, and I've been trying to do the same thing for Monday Night Raw, and you keep standing in my way, and I don't know if it's your selfishness. I don't know if it's your ego that keeps getting in the way, but you just continue to refuse to fall in line. None of this exists without Seth Rollins. NXT doesn't exist without Seth Rollins. The Performance Center doesn't exist without Seth Rollins. Every single person that has stepped foot in here owes me. There is no Gargano. There is no Ciampa. There is no Undisputed Era. There's no Takeover. There is no Women's Evolution without Seth Rollins.
Yes, you tell him, Seth. You tell him, Seth.
And most importantly, without Seth Rollins, there is no Kevin Owens.
Yeah. You know what? I'm not going to sit here and listen to you in a delusional speech.
Kevin, listen. Every single week you come out here and you tell me less talking, more fighting. So please, just let me finish. Can I finish, please? My second question is more important. Because I want to know, I need to know why on earth you picked WrestleMania of all places to try to make an example out of me. Do you know my track record at WrestleMania? I won the Intercontinental Championship. I won the Universal Championship. I beat Brock Lesnar. I beat Triple H. I cashed in my Money in the Bank contract at WrestleMania. I've got more WrestleMania moments than I can count. And Kevin, you have 0. Your WrestleMania track record reads like this. Failure.
Oh!
After failure.
Ooh.
After failure.
Yo.
After failure.
We're getting to talking that trash moment.
What about last
T,
year?
Triple T, talking that trash.
Oh, that's right. You weren't even good enough to be on WrestleMania.
Woo! Oh, no.
I don't get it, Kev.
Oh, no.
You can't beat me on my worst day. And WrestleMania is never my worst day. Because under pressure, I become a god.
Dang.
You really
Yo.
don't stand a chance.
Get out of here. Get out of here, Seth.
Rollins has placed himself on a seemingly
Get
untouchable.
roasted. Get roasted. Okay, I have seen Kevin Owens become roasted now. Dude, he got straight roasted. That was a roast. The celebrity roast of Kevin Owens. You just saw it. Dude, he got super smashed. That was a good promo. Seth, he walked all the way around the ring and walked out while he cut the promo. He walked in cutting the promo, all the way around the ring cutting the promo, back out cutting the promo, and walked out cutting the promo. Literally destroyed. That's why I tell you I love Seth Rollins. The guy is inside and outside the ring. He's got both. He's up here with both. He's not down here with one, up here with one. He's just one of the best in everything. So good. You don't have to like him, because if you don't like him, it means he's doing his job right. Oh my goodness. Woo! 2018 WrestleMania. Okay. Charlotte. All right, we're getting another match coming up, guys. Goodness gracious, Seth. Why you do Kevin like that? That's not fair. It means Kevin's gonna come back next week and do something crazy, right? Next week Kevin's gonna smash him with all kinds of chairs and stuff and throw him through a wall. Did those two promos sound scripted to you? All promos sound scripted to me, but the way that Seth delivered it, it at least sounded like it was built off of his actual accomplishments and not just some. And at WrestleMania, I'm gonna show you how I'm the best. Like it wasn't that like fake scripted promo. It seemed a little scripted to me, but at least it was built off of his actual accomplishments and his actual records and all that stuff. I really liked it. I really liked it. You were live, Waleed? You were here watching this match? You were here watching this WrestleMania? That's cool. Charlotte, are there pyro? Pyro?
Charlotte winning the title back.
Yes, pyro. Oh, that's cool. Dude, what a beautiful, beautiful spot. Taking off her jacket and the Roman guards take her jacket and there's fireworks exploding behind her. Oh, it's so cool looking. Now that's what I call WrestleMania. Charlotte, who does she fight at this? Asuka? Ugh, if it's Asuka, oh, it is Asuka. Oh no. Oh no. Dude, I kind of wish they wouldn't have chosen this match. Actually, I'm not a fan of this match. Maybe there are some things that I missed though. Let's take a look at it. Maybe it's better than I remember. Ugh. I really hope it is. Alright, Charlotte, you gotta get a little smaller. I remember this match being a little disappointing. Maybe I'm wrong though. Asuka's here. Shinsuke's dream match became his nightmare. I agree. The AJ Styles versus Shinsuke match at this WrestleMania was one of the most underwhelming matches of modern WWE history. Like I expected it to be like the knockdown, drag out, incredible. Like we're always gonna remember this match, and the match turned out to be just none of those things. It wasn't horrible, but it was none of those things. I don't see Rhea retaining at Mania. NXT with Charlotte is an upgrade. I agree with that, but I also feel like maybe they care about NXT a little bit more than we think they do. You know? Like, and maybe Charlotte doesn't care about NXT as much as we think she does, because I'm not sure she wants to be in NXT. It would be an upgrade, though. It really would. I've said in the past that I don't think that they're going to go that hard, but maybe they will.
The big dog challenger from Osaka, Japan.
Yo, got subscribers?
Women's Royal Rumble match.
Hang on a second.
The Empress of Tomorrow.
Yo, Chris Bug, thank you for following, man. Chris Bug, welcome to Team Gritty, dude.
And her opponent.
Thank you for clicking subscribe. We need a champion on SmackDown. Yeah, they gotta do something there.
Women's champion, Charlotte Flair.
Charlotte. All right, let's put the title on the line. The title is on the line, guys.
You mentioned a high-pressure situation, Byron. Nobody in this business puts as much pressure on herself as Charlotte Flair does.
Charlotte has said that every time she goes out, she has to be transcendent, and she will have to do that tonight against Asuka. Flair will
Here comes the big dog.
Advantage tonight, meaning Asuka must gain pinfall or submission on Charlotte Flair
deflating,
in order to win the title.
Let me tell you something about
No, Brandon, no. We're not talking about those footballs. How dare you bring up those footballs? All right, the lights, the camera, the action, the glitz, the glamour. This is for the championship right now, guys. I know you see the lights. Let's go.
Or the Empress. For the first time ever, one-on-one.
Let's go.
Asuka and Charlotte.
Great athleticism by
All right, here we go.
Like we talked about it this past
Thank you, Waleed. Waleed, you just now subscribed? Waleed's been in here for months and he just now subscribed.
Charlotte Flair.
Waleed, better late than never, man. Thank you so much.
Profiling.
What's he gonna do on his next team? Maybe never play a game. They gotta have a 6-foot social distancing. How are you gonna play? How are you gonna play football? They're gonna have to play football sideways. They're gonna have to use the field the other way. They're gonna have to like divide the field up lengthwise with the yards. It's gonna be, what is it, like? How wide is the field, guys? 20 yards? 30 yards? How wide is the field? Does anybody know?
On the attack early.
I know it's 100 yards, and then it's the extra 10 for the end zone, so it's 120 yards. How wide is the field?
Here's the height to advantage. Cover here and a kick out.
Carter, you got to go. All right, man. See you later.
Those signature Flair.
Thanks for hanging with us, man.
She got Asuka in the face with that one.
Woo! 100 yards?
So much pressure on herself leading into this
nah, the field is not 100 yards wide. I'm saying how wide is it? Okay, I know how long it is. It's 100 yards, and then there's 10 yards for each end zone, so it's 120 yards. How wide is it? Not how long is it. How wide is it?
And now another hip attack this time into the barricade.
Why are they replaying this match? Because they can't fit enough people in the arena to give us a 3-hour-long Raw. So they have to, oh, crap, commercial. They can't fit enough people in the arena. By law, they can't have enough people in the arena to give us a full 3-hour Raw with a bunch of matches and stuff. So they're filling up the in-between spaces with some older matches that we could like, or that were good, that fit in with the storyline, that sort of thing. 53 yards wide. Okay, so maybe they'll like split the whole thing. They'll instead of playing football down the football field, you have to play it sideways, and then everybody will line up 6 feet apart, and that's what you have to do. So a touchdown will be like if you make it to the 50-yard line, they'll do it like that. So it'll be the quarterbacks in the middle of the field. The hiker is 6 feet in front of them. The person next to that guy is 6 feet. No, because then there'd still be like hits and stuff, and they'd be within 6 feet. Dang, dude. Maybe like laser tag or something. I don't know, guys. I don't know what they're gonna do. I don't know what they're gonna do with football, man. Can't touch each other. Well, actually, I guess wrestlers are touching each other, so yeah, they'll just do it like that. There you go. 6 feet. Acid Crazy has just subscribed. Acid Crazy has been watching the stream for months, just like Waleed, and just now subscribed. Thank you for finally subscribing, Acid Crazy. It'll be laser tag. The LFL, the Laser Football League. Did you guys see the new LA Rams logo? I'll show it to you right now if you haven't seen it. I'll show it to you. LA Rams, they have a new logo. It looks all right. It looks very discount to me though. It looks like something you'd see on a shirt in like Payless or something. I'll show it to you. Here we go. It's commercial break anyway. All right, let me play you guys this commercial real quick. Yeah, they changed the Rams logo. And it sucks too because they made their whole stadium look like the old logo. Alright, here we go. Here it is. I can't say I don't like it, but it just looks really, really odd, man. Alright, here we go. Let me save it. Los Angeles. Alright, here we go. Let me show it to you. Alright, here it comes. It's still commercial, guys, so I'm just having fun with you guys right now. Los Angeles. Let me find it. Where is it? Where is it? Los. There it is. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Here it is. This is the new LA Rams logo. I'm not kidding. This is the exact thing. This is not me making it up. This is not something that I photoshopped myself. This is the actual logo. It does look kind of like a gas station logo. You're right about that. So yeah, and what sucks is they were making them a brand new stadium, and the stadium was the shape of the old logo, guys. It was the shape of the old logo, the triangular, like the ram in the front, and it tapers off into a triangle at the end. And they changed their logo right when they were building the stadium. It's ridiculous. This is their real logo, guys. I don't think it's bad. I think it looks cool with the horn and everything, but it looks like something I would just make up off the cuff, you know? This is not as good as their old logo. And here's the other version of it, by the way. They have another version. Here, I'll show it to you. I'll show you the other version. Then we'll probably be back to Raw after that. This is what it looks like. The other one is not as bad, but it just looks like it looks like a high school team. It doesn't look like I'm not gonna say anything. I'll just let you guys have your opinion on it. Here it is. Here's the other one. This is official. This is not me making stuff up. This is not a rumor. This is not a spoiler or dirt sheet. This is what it looks like. There it is. All right.
Asuka just picking
So
Charlotte
we're back.
out of the air. The Queen's Championship is in danger. Charlotte trying to fight,
I think it looks all right, but it looks like a high school team though. To me, it looks a little less than what I would expect from like a major sports franchise.
To the bottom rope. Is she gonna tap out and see her streak?
There it is, guys.
At the Superdome. Wait, cover.
There you go.
Now Charlotte, shoulders down and a kick out.
I like the Ram one better. Yeah, I like this one better. I do like this one better. But in their defense, I do like the LA one a little bit. It doesn't look bad. It just doesn't look as good as the one they used to have, the one that was right before this. But they did say that once they unveiled the jerseys, you might like it better. They said that the jerseys themselves will possibly make it fit better. Like you'll like it better when you see how the jersey looks, which I can understand. Some things don't look great by themselves, you know. Some things look better along with the jersey and the whole outfit. So maybe it fits. Maybe it looks really good with the jerseys and the outfit, the attire, the uniform, the pads, the everything. Maybe it'll look better with that. So they'll be unveiling the uniforms in a couple of days here, and I'll be letting you guys know once they unveil it. But I got to say, I loved their old uniforms. I didn't think they needed a change. I felt like of all the teams in the NFL, they were one of the teams who like had a good-looking logo and a good-looking uniform. I don't know why they had to change it, but I guess they're like, we moved.
Asuka went for the hip attack again.
We'll see, guys. I'll let you know when they come out with the jerseys, and we'll talk about it again. By the way, thank you to everybody who has considered donating. Guys, if you have not donated, please consider doing it. Chris, I don't know what you're talking about, dude. You need to stop. All right, we're not talking about that. We're here to watch wrestling. Their jerseys are fire. They have not unveiled the jerseys yet, Brandon, but the old ones, yeah. Oh my God! Suplex off the apron.
That's got to be it.
Asuka with a suplex off the apron to the back of Charlotte, and Charlotte looks hurt.
This Sunday on ESPN.
You are looking live at AT&T.
Oh yes, oh yes. I wonder if they changed their logo. They did. I just told you they changed their logo. Oh, the Raiders. Oh yeah, I don't know. I don't think so. I haven't seen anything about it. If they have, then I kind of think they're due for a logo change, especially since the change of where they call their home. I think they should. I think the Raiders definitely should have a new logo. But they probably want to keep selling merchandise. They could probably sell more though. They could probably sell more if they changed that. I don't have money, so I can't donate. Well, just leave a thumbs up then, man. It's all good. You don't have to donate. It's just in these times, guys. I'm a full-time streamer. This is what I do. So if you're not donating, please give a second to leave a thumbs up or go watch my other YouTube videos. Not right now, but after I'm offline, go watch my other YouTube videos and take your ad block off. Disable your ad block so that you can actually see ads, because those ads do give me a little bit of money when you watch my my videos. And I put out extra long, extra cool videos that are that have to do with games that you might not expect me to be streaming. You know, I do Final Fantasy. I've done Final Fantasy 7, Final Fantasy 10. I've done Resident Evil. I've done Wolf Among Us. I've done so many different games, so many different interactive experiences. So if you can't donate, trust me, guys, I understand. I can't donate either. But what you can do is watch some of my stuff without ad block on, and then those ads that you see turn into real life money for me. How do you donate on YouTube? You just click that link. Look, it's right above you. Just right above you. It says Become a Chat Champion. Click where it says https://streamlabs.com/Gritty Urban Saga 1. It's right there. Just click the link. You'll be good, man. You'll be fine. Give as much as you can. Give as little as you can. I mean, don't put yourself out any. I don't want anybody not being able to pay the bills because they donated to me. But if you have, an extra $1 or $2 that you're not using, you get an on-screen pop-up. You get props. You get your name on the desk. Nobody's donated today at all, so the desk doesn't have a name on it. If you notice, like right below the desk, there's a place where the names are coming together. Right in front of that, that's where your name will show up. And then over here, you'll become the chat champion if you donate $3 or more. So it's up to you. What is this Sunday? WrestleMania 32 replay? 32, 31? Something like that. It's a replay of a WrestleMania. I think it's 32. I'll have to get back to you on that. I don't know. Yeah, wait a minute. What is this? Waleed? Oh my goodness. Waleed? Yo. Waleed. Sharing 2 cold ones with the chat. The $2 donation. $1.99. Waleed hype. Dude, Waleed, thank you so much. Dudley, don't you dare run up here. Dudley, don't you dare. Don't you dare, Dudley. Dudley, I see you. You're coming up here. Dudley, yes. Somebody donated. Can you see it? All right, I'll show you. I'll show it to you. There it is. You see? Oh, you're typing something? All right, Dudley is typing something. You're typing on my cell phone. What are you typing? Can I see?
I'm the best.
Can I see?
I'm the best in the world.
Oh my goodness.
I'm the best. I'm the best in the world.
Oh my goodness.
I'm the best. I'm the best in the world.
Dudley, yes, Dudley, you're the best in the world. But so is Waleed. Yes, he donated. He did 2 freaking super chats, and now he's the best. Dudley, don't type more. Dudley, you're typing. Okay. Dudley's typing more. you done? All right, Dudley's done. Dudley, what did you... Dudley, what the heck? Dudley. Waleed is the best in the world.
Wait a minute now, Charlotte. Wow.
Waleed, thank you so much, man. You are now the chat champion, and your name is on the desk. I gotta turn it to red to match. It's blue right now.
In Charlotte. Oh, off the fireman's carry. Here comes
Dude, Waleed.
Oh, and once again,
Incredible contribution. Thank you so much, man.
Charlotte Flair so powerful. Can Asuka lock her fingers to complete the submission? And Charlotte's got to be careful here with Asuka. Asuka. Oh, no. Oh, rolls through. Brought down, shoulders down, and a kick out. So
Dude, this ref is counting super fast.
And right on the side of the face.
There we go. Waleed, you're number one. You're on the desk. You're the chat champion, too.
Lateral howl of Asuka. Oh, spear.
You're the chat champ. Thank you so much, Waleed. Guys, get some props, by the way. If you're in the chat and you see people, like, helping us out, helping the stream out, please, give some props, man. Say what's up to Waleed. Give us some props. Type some W's in the chat. Can we get a whole chat full of W's for Waleed, guys? I see a whole bunch of people in this chat right now, guys. Please, give some props.
Watch this again. Oh, incredible impact.
Type a W. I know you're probably sitting there. You don't want to do a whole lot. Just type the letter W and call it a night then.
And Charlotte trying to figure out.
Thank you, Waleed.
I'm beginning to believe that Charlotte Flair.
Oh my goodness, Charlotte Flair. Figure eight. Oh my goodness.
It's locked in. Figure eight, but one arm. The left arm, the injured left arm of Charlotte. Charlotte unable to post.
Charlotte looking for the figure eight. It's bridged. It's done. Asuka so hurt. Tapping. She tapped.
The streak of Asuka is over.
Wow. Broke the streak with the figure eight. Blood all over. Dude, there's blood on both of these women. That was a little better match than I remember. I will give it that. I will give it that. It was a little better than I remember it. Charlotte beats Asuka at WrestleMania. The streak is over. Never go into New Orleans with an undefeated streak. Yeah. That's the absolute rule. Dude, Waleed, thank you so much, man. You are the chat champ. Dude, that spear was incredible. I like the way it was delivered. Asuka took it like a champ, too. It's cursed. Unless you're Seth. Seth wasn't undefeated, though. Seth had been defeated. He just happened to walk out of that same WrestleMania with the title, too.
Snap before, but still, I don't know if there's anyone here tonight that thought Asuka could lose. What a
wow, Charlotte puts the streak away. He didn't lose there. No, he didn't. But the thing is, why would we be talking about him? he's not undefeated. Uh-oh, Charlotte's backstage.
Charlotte, what was it like for you to just relive that WrestleMania moment?
What was it like for me? Inspiring. What was it like for Rhea Ripley? I'm sure she wants to be just like me. At WrestleMania 34, I not only defended my title, but I broke Asuka's undefeated streak of 914 days. I'm assuming Rhea is excited about being the first woman to defend her NXT title at WrestleMania, but I am the master class at making history. I just talked about defeating Asuka's streak. At WrestleMania 32, I retired the Divas Championship and became the first ever WWE Women's Champion. At WrestleMania 35, I was one of the first women to main event WrestleMania. And at WrestleMania 36, I am going to be the first woman to win the NXT Women's Championship.
He's not 6-0 at WrestleMania
now, if Rhea
Remastered.
needs a history lesson,
6-1.
she's more than welcome to watch
to Randy
some of my
Orton.
legacy matches.
Randy Orton.
She might learn a thing or two.
He tried to curb stomp Randy Orton.
Woo.
Randy Orton RKO'd him and pinned him, and then later that night, he cashed in his title to win the World Heavyweight Championship, but he lost that night. He's not undefeated. He's not 6-0. He's 6-1.
What will be the Vipers' response?
We talked about this earlier.
Last man standing match at WrestleMania. Orton is live next.
Oh, Randy Orton next. Oh my goodness, guys. Randy up next. I know everybody forgets about that, but trust me, guys. Seth Rollins is my favorite wrestler, guys. I know what's going on, all right? He's not undefeated. He's lost. He lost once, but then he cashed in and redeemed himself that night. But still, he did lose. He's 6-1 at WrestleMania. He lost to Randy. And I'm just waiting for that to come back to haunt him. Man, can you imagine that feud when Randy Orton's like, "Hey, you lost at WrestleMania to only one person, and it was me." Can you imagine, like, when Randy comes after Seth? Oh, man. I would love that. What was Seth's match at Mania 30? I don't remember. I don't think he had one. I don't remember. That was an epic RKO to Seth. It was epic, dude. That's why it was one of our donation things, one of our bit things. What if Rollins goes for a stomp and gets reversed into a stunner? Oh man, we'll see, man. Hopefully it's done well. Hopefully it's done well. Randy is up next, guys. Randy Orton. So I gotta hit you guys with an ad. Hopefully it works. Let me know if you guys see an ad. Please let me know. All right, I'm gonna do a little research right now. Let me know if you see an ad. I should have checked on this a while ago, but I checked on it when we first started. Let's take a look. Legendary. Feed me more Ryback. Oh no. Oh no. Feed me more. See if we're still considered advertiser friendly. Let me see. Are we advertiser friendly? We are. We're still advertiser friendly, guys. That's crazy. We've been advertiser unfriendly for the last, like, 3 broadcasts I've done. All right. Did you guys see an ad? Anybody? When do you think Ronda Rousey's going to come back? Gosh, man. I hope sometime in the next couple months. She brings something cool to the women's division. She brings attention to the women's division that I feel is just not there right now. I would like that. I would say maybe within the next 3 months, 6 months, something like that. Who knows? I know she's trying to like start a family, trying to have a child, and now is a really perfect time for her. She's got the money. She's already wrestled in the WWE. It feels like she's done what she cares about enough to where she can just follow her dreams. And I really hope that she's just gonna keep on trying to have a child and just come here when she feels like it. But I don't feel like it's happening. I feel like if she was gonna be pregnant, she'd already be pregnant. So maybe the next 3 to 6 months, maybe by SummerSlam. I don't know, man. Oh my God, look at this arena. This arena looks incredible. Oh my goodness, dude. The arena looks like it is, like his entrance is the arena. It looks so good. Randy Orton is here. Empty Performance Center. Randy Orton with a mic. Randall Keith, baby. He's got a mic. Let's hear it.
Over the last few months, I have done some things, said some things that have been misunderstood.
Chris, no rumors, no spoilers, no dirt sheets, dude.
What I did, what I said, it came from a place of love. But it has been seen, it has been taken as an act of brutality, an act of violence. Now, Edge, I'm talking to you.
Okay.
I am here tonight to respond to your challenge from last week, but first there's something that I need to get off my chest. I need to apologize. You see, 3 weeks ago, I lied to your wife. I lied to Beth right in that ring when I said that you were a junkie for the roar of the crowd. You're not a junkie for the roar of the crowd, Edge. You're a junkie for your own ego.
Oh.
Adam Copeland is a junkie for Edge.
Oh.
Now, last week there was something you said that rang true. And that's the fact that I never had to pay my dues to earn an opportunity. I was handed an opportunity. I'll be the first one to admit it. I was handed an opportunity because of who I was. I was handed an opportunity because of what my last name is. But just because I was handed an opportunity, that doesn't guarantee a Hall of Fame career, does it? Let me ask you something.
That's true.
1 year after I was called up to the main roster, Edge, I won the IC Championship, the Intercontinental Championship, and less than a year after that, I became the youngest world heavyweight champion in history. Was that handed to me? I think not. You say...
I think not.
You say that Mick Foley deserves the credit, that Mick Foley passed the torch to you and I. Mick Foley didn't pass me anything. He handed you the torch. Then he threw me in a pile of thumbtacks, and for his trouble, I spat in his face, beat him, and I took that damn torch. I went from being a third-generation prospect to the 3 most deadly letters in sports entertainment. Was that handed to me?
Nope.
No. That all happened because I have the one thing, the one trait that last week on Raw you said I didn't have, and that is grit. But I don't know, Edge. Maybe grit to you, grit to me, they mean 2 different things, because grit to me isn't sitting at home for 9 long years on your couch looking up to the sky and asking yourself, what if? What if? What if? No. You know what grit is to me? Grit to me is longevity in an industry that seldom has any. Grit to me is being the one constant in the WWE locker room. I look around that locker room. I look from the left. I look to my right, and I don't see anyone that's accomplished anywhere near the amount of things that I have accomplished. Nobody has as much grit as me. Nobody, including you. Now you call me an entitled brat. Well, but aren't you the ultimate opportunist? Are you telling me that you wouldn't have done the same thing had the opportunity presented itself? If Triple H asked you to join Evolution, would you have said no? Everything that I said the last few months, everything that I have done it because I love you. I love your family. I love your daughters, Lyric and Ruby. And that's why I sent their father back home. But now, last week, you challenged me. You want Randy Orton versus Edge in a last man standing match at
yo,
WrestleMania.
wait a minute, what? Oh my goodness. What's this? What's this? Yo, Randy. Yo, Randy. La, 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 la. Oh my goodness.
I accept.
I accept. Yo. Real Situ.
Rated R superstar will
Real
get what he
Situ
wants.
1, 2, 3.
A one-on-one
Doing the
match
dang thing.
with the Viper.
You said yes? Last man standing match. Edge versus Randy Orton. Real Situ. Thank you so much, man. Real Situ is the new boss. Wow.
The question now is,
And he's on the stage just pacing back and forth. And just staring. That's it. That's the end. That's Raw. Wow. Real Situ. Thank you so much, man. He hooked us up. Holy moly. Whew. Incredible. It's time, guys. It's time. It's time for us to have ourselves a little talk about what we thought about Raw. And I hope you guys will join me. I hope you give me your review of what you thought of Monday Night Raw tonight, because we are going to do my show. It's called Grapple Chat, and it's starring you. Let's find out. Let's find out what you guys thought about Raw. Oh, yes. It's time, guys. It is time. Grapple Chat is on the air. I'm looking forward to finding out what you guys thought about Monday Night Raw. You're in charge. I need to know. If you want to give me your review of Monday Night Raw, your what you thought was good, what you thought could have been better, and your overall score out of 10, whether it be a 7 out of 10, an 8 out of 10, a 10 out of 10, whatever your score is. Okay? These three things are very necessary. What you thought was good, what you thought could have been better, and your overall score out of 10. If you'd like to do that, please type a 1 in the chat, just a number 1 right now. And then I will find out alphabetically where you land at, and we will take your review, and it will be added to the Battle of the Brands. Okay, we're doing a thing called the Battle of the Brands. We're trying to find out which of these shows is really showing up, is really doing the dang thing. Let me show you what the Battle of the Brands is looking like right now. This is what the Battle of the Brands is looking like right now. Raw's got 4 points. SmackDown has surged to have 4 points after not having any points for weeks. NWA has fallen so far off with this, with the whole circle squared and just the, just not upholding the same amount of quality they were upholding last season. The seasons run between major pay-per-views, by the way, so this particular season will end as WrestleMania goes off the air this year. So the last day of WrestleMania will be the end of the season. 7 points for NXT and 7 for AEW. AEW absolutely killed it last week and tied it up last week. NXT dropped the ball, and that's what has made it a tie at the top. So we got a tie at the bottom, a tie at the top, and in the middle is NWA. Your ratings are going to help us to find out who has what, who has how much score-wise. So please, if you would like to give your review, please type a number 1 in the chat. With that said, let's get back over here and let me get my stuff going over here. I gotta get my background music. I need some of that. Hopefully that's not too confusing. I'll tell you more about it as we get these reviews in here. Let's go here. Get that. All right, so I got 1 from Empire and 1 from Brandon. That's it? All right. That's you guys. That's it. All right, two reviews will be considered here. Brandon and Empire. So you can both just type your reviews in. Go ahead and type your reviews in, and I'll just read them as they come through. I normally try to keep it alphabetical, but because there's 2 of you, it makes it very much easier. So just type them in. Go ahead and tell me, what did you like? What did you maybe think could have been better? I don't know why I can't find my normal background music right now, but we're gonna get to it. There we go. All right, I found it.
Looking for the best music for you.
Looking for best music. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yes. Better still, Cole means wrestle. Cole na means wrestling. Oh, okay. I did not know that. Real Situ, thank you so much for your contributions, man. I appreciate that so much. All right. We're going to turn that down just a bit. Turn this down just a bit. All right. So we should have some background music now, guys. So let's talk. Let's have ourselves a little talk about what's going on here. Alright, so Empire says, Raw was pretty decent tonight. I like Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman promo. So hype. Yeah, that was awesome. To see Brock versus Drew at Mania, yeah. It's I have a feeling they have some good stuff planned. I don't think that's going to be like last year where Seth just stomped Brock had took the title and Brock wasn't interested at all. You could tell that Brock was like, yeah, whatever. This year, I think it's going to be a little bit better, at least a little bit better. So yeah, I'm hyped too, man. Cedric and Ricochet versus Andrade and Garza was decent. Street Profits versus TM61 was something. We're going to see what else he has to say. Brandon Hardy says, also, good match to Street Profits tonight. Ricochet and Cedric. Also, Black Mass was the funny. It was, dude. He cracked it, dude. He cracked him. He cracked him. I feel like both of you guys' reviews have been cut off. So let me know what the rest of your review is and your overall score out of 10. I didn't get any scores out of 10 here. What I'm thinking is, I thought this show had a good flow to it, even in the midst of replaying 2 separate matches from the past. At least they wove it into the tapestry. They wove it into the storyline, and they made it so Brock Lesnar was just a savage. He destroyed 2 people who are considered 2 of the best currently. They showed the Asuka versus Charlotte match, and they wove it into her promo. She had to talk about it. It wasn't just a match they showed and then we came out of it like, okay, I'm glad we watched that. I'm glad they wove it into the promos. I'm glad they wove it into the show itself and didn't just show us 2 matches that basically had nothing to do with anything. TM61 was awesome. A Shayna Baszler promo was awesome. The chair sound was, yeah, that chair was like crack. AJ, Seth Rollins, and Randy Orton promos are epic. 7 out of 10. Oh, really? Really? 7 out of 10. Wow. I thought you'd give it higher than that. It doesn't sound like you disliked anything, but 7 out of 10. All right. Let's get to it. .0. You got it. Empire, thank you very much, man. Yours above Fade's first part. No, it's not, man. No, it's not. I don't see it. I don't see it. I see the first part of it, but I don't see your out of 10 rating. What are you rating it out of 10? I don't see it. Does anybody else see it? Does anybody else see his rating? I don't see it. I don't see your out of 10. Fade usually has higher ratings. Yeah, he does. There must have been something you didn't like, man. What took you down that far? What minus 3 points from the show? The crowd? It's way above. Alright, well, you got to retype it then, man. If you post your review before I ask you to type a 1 in the chat, it doesn't count. Because then people can post their review like at the start of the show and stuff. So just redo it, man. Copy and paste it again. Because I saw your second part. I saw the good match to Street Profits tonight, Ricochet, Cedric. I saw that part. Anything after that will be counted. Anything before that won't be counted because I can't count anything before you typed 1. Because then you can just place your review at any time and then I gotta go like searching back through the archives. So please understand why I can't accept anything before I start asking for reviews. The 2 matches they showed were boring. Really? You didn't like the Seth Rollins, John Cena, and Brock Lesnar match? You thought that match was boring? Dang, dude. That's a really good match. Yeah, I don't see it either, man. You just gotta retype it, alright? If I tell you I don't find it after like 3 times of looking, it's most likely it shouldn't be counted even if it does exist. So just copy and paste it, man. If you can find it. And if you can't find it, then you know I can't find it. So just repost it, man. Let me know. So far we have a 7 out of 10 for Monday Night Raw. What else did I like? I must say I really enjoyed the Street Profits on commentary and just being able to hear what everybody was saying in the arena. That was really cool. Being able to hear the like the interpersonal commentary, the announce table, Zelina Vega. It was really nice to be able to hear all that and really get an idea of what they're trying to present in an average wrestling match, but the crowd is kind of drowning out. I thought they were good, man. I thought those matches were fun. I mean, maybe. I mean, the Charlotte match was okay, but like the John Cena, Seth Rollins, and Brock Lesnar match was really cool, man. I thought that was pretty well done. Oh, here we go. All right. Brandon found it. Okay. Randy and Seth. Oh, it says and Randy and Seth. So there's more before that. Okay. And Randy and Seth promos showed whose fate is sealed at Mania and who really built this house. And AJ Boneyard seems interesting. Yeah, what the heck is the Boneyard, Brandon? 8.4, he says. I like it. Brandon, thank you, dude. Thank you for reposting that. I know it's it's probably a bit of a hassle to repost your review, and I'm sorry, dude, but it's just for you and me to have a better time, because if I let people post a review whenever they feel like it, then we gotta all go back, and like it just becomes an issue. So thank you for reposting it. The Boneyard, dude. The Boneyard. Can't believe y'all still watching Fake Entertainment Wrestling. Really? I can't believe you're still coming into wrestling streams and telling people how it's fake. What are you doing? Like, do you run up into movie theaters and tell people that it's actors? Did you run up into did you run up into Terminator 2 movie theater and tell people it's fake? That's computer animation. Did you know that's computer animation? No, you didn't. So just stop, man. Buried alive, yeah, maybe. Do you run up into Burger King and tell them how, hey, did you know these buns are made before you ordered them? Like, what are you doing, man? Come on. Buried alive, maybe. Maybe buried alive. It's called a boneyard match. I really want to know what that means. Dude, Empire, thank you so much for your review. Brandon, thank you so much for your review. Dudley, oh, Dudley's coming. I can hear him. I can hear his little feet. Dudley, you like their review? Here, read the reviews. Read this. Yeah, they really said that. Oh, you want to type some stuff? Okay. Dudley wants to type things. Dudley. Okay, that might have been too many things. Oh, you're deleting some? Alright. Alright, Dudley's running away. Dudley, why are you... Oh my goodness. Dudley, what did you do? Dudley, what did you do? Yes. Okay, so thank you. Thank you for your reviews. Alright, so we got 2 reviews. My review of this Raw, I think they did a really good job with what they had. The matches they showed, I'm glad they weren't matches from like last week or something, because that could have been very repetitive. I'm glad they were matches from like a somewhat distant past, to where it's something that we might not have seen, but something that also shows the dominance, that shows the prominence, that shows the moveset, just the absolute savagery of these athletes, to get us excited for what they could possibly do at WrestleMania. So the older matches were not a problem to me, but like you could tell, that's what they're going to be doing for the near future. So I'm just trying to get used to it. Plus, they weren't bad matches. They were pretty okay matches. What else? The promo at the end was really cool. I wish there would have been a little bit more to it, but Randy did a good job. All across the board tonight, the promos were just so fresh. I loved the promos tonight. The matches, Angel Garza and Andrade versus Cedric Alexander and Ricochet. I'm really glad that Ricochet and Cedric Alexander didn't win, because it's so thrown together. It's so like, what the heck's going on here? And while it would have probably been a really great WrestleMania match between them and the Street Profits, I would kind of rather see the Luchador style versus the Street Profits style in the ring. The match between Aleister Black and, what's his name? Leon? Something like that. Something Leon. I don't know his name, but that match was so funny. If you're going to do a squash match, I would rather it be something like this. This squash match was fun. The start of the show was incredible with the promo from Paul Heyman in front of no crowd. He shows once again that he can hold that mic with the best of them, that he can introduce a match and make it hype with the best of them. And I really liked what Paul was able to do here. Andrade and Angel Garza have proven to have way more charisma than both Ricochet and Cedric Alexander put together. And if you're going to have a match like that, you don't want to have a team of people who are just trying to find their way with no charisma at all against a team that has all the charisma in the world. At least Andrade and Angel Garza are charismatic superstars with incredible wrestling skills who could actually hold up some fun stuff after WrestleMania, whereas Ricochet and Cedric Alexander would be the most uninspiring and charisma-less vacuum team on the market. That's why I'm saying that it would be better off with Angel Garza and Andrade and Zelina Vega. At least that would have some fun to it. At least it would have some charisma to it. And at least it would be something better than sitting here watching Cedric Alexander and Ricochet, the two guys who obviously need something going on with their characters and don't have anything right now. There's nothing going on there. So overall, I feel like there's something I'm forgetting. I don't know what it is, but I'm sure I'll remember it later. Overall, I gotta give this episode of Raw about a 7.8. I think it was good. I think it added something. It brought us closer to WrestleMania. It brought something with the feuds. The overall in-ring product was good, and the matches that they showed to fill in the blanks were fun as well. 7.8 is about the highest I can give it though, because there definitely was that extra piece that was missing. Could have been a lot better. So 7.8 for me. Let's find out. Let's find out what the score is. Promos and spots, solid matches. Yeah, I thought they did a pretty good job tonight. That's for sure. So, with that said, let's add this up and let's find out if they get a point. So, we got a 7.0, an 8.4, and a 7.8, which adds up to a 23.2. Divided by 3 equals 7.73. Oh. 7.73. They were not able to crack the 7.75. So they do not get the point. Dang. So close. Every rating counts, guys. Every rating counts. You guys all gotta give reviews, man. Every rating counts. Even a 7.7 would have probably saved it right now. 7.75 would have saved it. But no. No. Hey, I like it. I like it, man. I must say that's fun. And that's what we need, man. That's what we need. I need everyone to understand how much your rating matters, okay? You got to give a review, man. If you want to see something different happen here, you got to give a review, man. I can't be going off of 2 reviews, because then every review matters so much. Every review is weighted so heavily. If somebody gives it a 5 and then 2 other people give it a 10, what is that, 25 divided by 3? Like, think about that. Like, even if it was the best show ever, if 3 people give a rating and 1 gives a low rating, then it plummets. It plummets the score. That's why I need, if you guys don't like this outcome, I need you to actually give ratings, okay? Give your reviews. You watched Raw. You saw it, right? Why not give a review? Help us out. Help add to Grapple Chat. the prestige. Okay? Raw fell just .02 short of a point tonight. They did a really good job tonight, but not good enough, apparently. I think that they could definitely have done better. I definitely agree with that. They could have done better. Don't blame me. I was honest, dude. I'm not blaming anybody. I'm saying these people need to come out and give ratings. Everybody who's saying that, oh man, it was somebody's fault, then you should have gave your rating. Your rating would have pushed it over the edge no matter what he gave it. So give a rating, give a review. Next show, which is going to be AEW NXT, because I'm not doing NWA anymore because nobody shows up and everybody has proven that they just don't care. So it'll be Wednesday. Please give a review, guys. Give a review because your review is going to push it into where you want it to be at. Give your honest review. That's all Empire did, and I liked it. I liked his review. So yeah. Do it. Give your review next time, guys, because you could have changed this outcome, but you didn't. You didn't give your review. Only 2 people did, and those people are awesome for doing it. And Dudley loves you for doing it as well. Dudley. Yes, you can see the. Okay, here, look. Yes. Okay, you're typing. Dudley, what are you doing? Dudley, what is that? Dudley, no, don't steal my phone. Dudley, no. Dudley, no. Give me my phone. Dudley, give me my phone. Give me my phone. Goodness gracious, thank you. Thank you. Oh, okay, I got my phone back. NWA is epic, dude. You just gotta watch it like it's an old school wrestling show. It's not WWE. It's not these newfangled contraptions. You know, it's like if you got in a time machine and you went back to like 1960 and you walked into a malt shop. Yeah, they're not gonna have like your burger with like 2 patties and special sauce and all that stuff, but they're gonna have a good burger. Like you gotta look at it as the time period and the way that it's meant to be looked at. It's not supposed to be Raw. It's not supposed to be SmackDown. It's NWA is NWA. You gotta look at it for what it is, man. You gotta look at it for the time period and the wrestling style that it's supposed to be. It's not supposed to be going to war with these promotions that have LED lights on the ring and pyro blasting off and gigantic 70,000 fan arenas and stuff. It's an old school type of feel. You got to like check yourself into that type of feel when you watch it. It's like when you watch an old school silent movie. Of course, it's not the Avengers, but it still has quality. It still has a fun story for you to watch. It doesn't mean a silent movie isn't as good of a movie. It's just you got to like check into what you're trying to watch. NWA is a down home, old school, no nonsense wrestling promotion and none of the rest of that stuff. There's not going to be a guy with a giant spider that comes out of a cage or something like that. It's not that thing. You got to look at it for what it's meant to be, not compare it against this new school stuff. Thunder Rosa. Oh yeah, Thunder Rosa is awesome. Oh, everyone's awesome, dude. Most of those people have had tryouts in the WWE. Most of those people have wrestled with WWE athletes. You think you've never seen Nick Aldis wrestle anybody from WWE? He's wrestled Cody Rhodes. Like these people, they're good. Okay, these people are good wrestlers. It's presented in more of an old school, more of like a prestigious wrestling situation. It's not supposed to be this new school type, you know. So I can understand why, like, from certain standpoints, NWA might not look like the best promotion, but it really is it is well done, man. It's very well done. You know? gotta like give it that chance and look at it for what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be old school. It's supposed to be like, it's like when you watch that Southpaw regional wrestling stuff that WWE put out, where they're all acting like old school wrestlers, wearing overalls and stuff. Like, you know that it's supposed to be old school, so you're not like, oh my God, look at the definition. Why does it look like it's in 480p or whatever? You're not saying that because you know it's supposed to be older. It's supposed to be back in the day, and it's supposed to be comedic. It's supposed to be this. It's supposed to be that. The way they're presenting it is the way it's meant to be ingested. It's the way it's supposed to be looked at, and that's what NWA is. It's supposed to be looked at as a prestigious old school wrestling mentality, and to have these wrestlers who are not going to do 50 front flips. They're not going to do these super long matches. There's not going to be LEDs on the ring. There's not going to be pyro. It's just going to be some down home, slam a dude on the mat, hit your finisher, get the match over with. And so that's why I feel like some people don't like NWA, is because they're you got to approach it the way that it's meant to be approached. It's meant to be approached as like, yo, are you tired of this new school 50 flips, 25 finishers per match stuff? Well, look at this. Like, it's supposed to be an antidote for modern wrestling, and it does such a good job with that. Most top stars came from PG. Yeah, exactly. Pro Wrestling Guerrilla, dude. Oh my goodness, it's incredible. But yes, guys, we have finished Grapple Chat. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you guys liked what I was able to put on the screen here for you. I hope you liked the review. Thank you to everybody who gave your review. Raw will bounce back. Raw is out of the running anyway. There's only 2 weeks left until Mania. So no matter what happened tonight, if you guys look at it, look. No matter what happened tonight, even if they would have got a point tonight, they'd be sitting at 5. They still wouldn't have made it. Raw would be sitting at 6 if they did 2 good Raws in a row. Counting this one, they still wouldn't have made it. So WrestleMania still wouldn't have saved Raw. So no matter what happened tonight, Raw literally wouldn't have won the Battle of the Brands. It's really down to NXT, AEW, and NWA. Because if NWA is able to pull off a good show today, tomorrow, and next week, they could get 7. And if NXT and AEW drop the ball 2 weeks in a row, which doesn't happen too often, I guess it's a possibility though. If they both drop the ball 2 weeks in a row, then it could be a tie, and then we would go to a tiebreaker, and the tiebreaker would be the show right after WrestleMania. So it would be NWA would win. They would like almost automatically win unless they drop the ball after WrestleMania. So basically, it's between NXT and AEW right here for the next 2 weeks. No matter what Raw would have done tonight, if they would have got a point, they still would have failed in the long run to win the season. So it is what it is, man. Hopefully next season Raw will do better, and hopefully next season SmackDown will do a lot better, because SmackDown dropped the ball so many weeks in a row, and they just now started picking it up again. I look forward to seeing if SmackDown can be better after WrestleMania. WrestleMania is the end of the season, guys. So whatever the points are. By the way, we give a point to a show if it scores over a 7.75. So tonight, Raw got a 7.73. It barely missed, so it did not get a point. That's how NXT got points. That's how AEW got points. That's how all these shows got points, is that all together, with all of our reviews put together and averaged, these shows scored over a 7.75. NXT has done it 7 times. AEW has done it 7 times. NWA has done it 5 times. Raw has done it 4 times. And SmackDown has done it 4 times. So we're adding those up at the end of the season, which is as soon as the last day of WrestleMania goes off the air. After the main event of WrestleMania on Sunday, that is when we will find out if and when and who is the champion of this season. And NXT could be a 3-time champion, or AEW could sneak that and actually win that. Yeah, dude. I don't know what's gonna happen with the Takeover Tampa or the Hall of Fame. Do you guys know? Do you guys know? What are they gonna do? What are they gonna do with Takeover and the Hall of Fame? I'm very interested to know these things. Let me start up my background music again, just a little bit. All right, we got a little bit of background. So yeah, that's how we roll here, man. The Battle of the Brands is looking like 7-7. We will find out though. After WrestleMania, we're gonna find out. We got 2 weeks left, so it is crunch time. NXT and AEW and NWA, because NWA could actually tie it up. And then we go to sudden death, which means that NWA would actually win if they can score 2 points straight, and NXT and AEW strike out the last 2 weeks before WrestleMania. If NWA scores a point first after WrestleMania, then they win. It's sudden death. They will win by default for having a show before those two. Probably not going to happen, but it's a possibility, and I just want everyone to know that that is the way we're handling this. It's sudden death. The first show to score a point if there's a tie wins. Me either. I feel like Takeover would be pushed forward. You think so? You might be right, dude. Is that what they're gonna do, guys? Might be right. You might be right, dude. Could be true. Hall of Fame is pushed. Where's it pushed to? Do you know where it's pushed to? You guys know? I don't know. Where's it pushed? Anybody know? SummerSlam weekend? You know what? I really feel like that's the best place for it. I feel like that's the best place for it. SummerSlam feels like a good spot for a Hall of Fame induction, doesn't it? Like, I just feel like it's such a good spot for it. SummerSlam seems good. Like, it seems like a really good spot. I love the festivities of SummerSlam, and it seems so much more like upbeat. I love WrestleMania, don't get me wrong, but I feel like SummerSlam is the right time. Yeah, I agree, Mo. I agree. If they're smart, they'll do it during SummerSlam. I agree with you completely. SummerSlam would be the best. It sucks because you're waiting months and you're dealing with older people, and I hate when they waste time inducting people in the Hall of Fame, because these are days where these people could die and never see themselves be as legendary as they really are to us. I hate that Vader never got to see himself in the Hall of Fame. I hate that so many people never got to see themselves in the Hall of Fame. I hate when these people who are epic and who everybody knows are epic don't get to see themselves in the Hall of Fame because WWE does not put them in there. They take their time and they induct the same people 3 times instead of putting these people in there, you know? Like, we don't need to see Triple H in there 3 times or whatever. Like, we already know, like, and he's still alive and he's still in good health. Induct some people who are up there in age, you know? Put them in there. Let them see how epic they are before they pass away. SummerSlam is probably the best time, but I just really don't like that that's more months that these people have to wait to just hope that they'll finally be inducted, man. I think SummerSlam is the best time, though. WrestleMania weekend, it's just so far gone. Vader, yeah. What the heck? Yeah, Goldust, dude. He should already be a multiple-time Hall of Famer. Ultimate Warrior just made it. Exactly. Like, barely made it, dude. Oh, and I feel like the only reason that he even made it that far is because he wasn't in there yet. Because he died, like, right afterwards. It's like he was almost just waiting for people to realize that he's a Hall of Famer, and then he died. Like some people, that's the way things are, man. Like you've heard about these people who their wife dies and then they die like a week later, and they're old. It's like there's just this time that some people are holding on to with everything, and I just really wish that they would do their best to make sure these people get inducted as soon as possible. You know? Ugh. Yeah. SummerSlam, dude. Let's hope that the Hall of Fame at SummerSlam will go off without a hitch, and these people will get their props that they deserve. There's so many wrestlers who need to be in the Hall of Fame, man. I love it. I'm glad they added Jushin, though. Jushin's coming. So it's going to be up to you guys now. What do you want me to do? I'm going to ask you. What do you guys want me to do? I'm either going to stream on YouTube here. I'm going to stream on Smashcast, because I still have 2 places to stream, even though these other 2 places are in review. And what do you want me to stream? Steamboat. Is Steamboat not in the Hall of Fame yet? Yeah, Rick Rude. That'd be awesome. Heck yeah. What do you guys want me to do? Stream here on YouTube? Stream on Smashcast? And what do you want me to stream? Do you want me to stream, let's see, Final Fantasy, Resident Evil 3 Remake demo? What else is there? There's a couple other things. Oh! No, I don't have the Warzone. I don't have Warzone yet. Fortnite. I could stream Fortnite. Brian Pillman. Is Brian Pillman not in? Wow. Could stream Fortnite. Could stream some Fortnite here on YouTube. I know that works. I've done it before and it worked out just fine. What else do I have? I'd like to play The Walking Dead. I actually do really want to play Walking Dead. We could do Walking Dead as well. Up to you guys. What do you guys think? Because I'm not done yet. What you think, guys? TikTok. It's like people don't want me to stream anything. People are sleepy. People are already sleepy. People are like, yo, let's just go to bed. Who knows, guys? All right. Well, I mean, if you're sleepy, I guess we'll just end it. It's all good though. I see people bouncing up out of here. People gotta leave. You guys gotta go to bed. You gotta get up early for work. People got things to do. We'll see if I'm gonna stream Resident Evil 3. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. I gotta thank everybody who was part of this. You guys rocked it. Thank you so much for your thumbs up. Thank you so much for your input. Thanks for your reviews. Thanks for your commentary. Thanks for your cheers. And thank you so much for the donations as well. Freaking my dude over here doing the dang thing. Becoming the chat champ. We shall see. Thank you so much, guys. And I hope you will, if you're not going to hang out with me any further tonight, I hope to see you soon. Keep yourself safe. Keep the people you care about safe. Everybody's got to work. They don't. They don't have to work. They just don't care about anything but WWE. So they don't want to have anything to do with it, Brandon. It's the same thing I was talking about earlier. Like, support the streamer, not the game, not the certain property. It's that same thing I was talking about. Support the streamer. It's just people don't want to support the streamer. People want to just do WWE, and if it's not included with that, then they don't want to hang out. So there's like few people like you or Mo or Empire who are gonna actually hang out, and then there's the rest of these people who are just, they don't care. They don't care about anything but WWE, and if I'm not doing it, then they don't want to have anything to do with it. Yeah, that new game, Resident Evil 3. Heck to the yes, Jamie. So, like I said, if you guys want to come hang out, I'll probably be online for Resident Evil 3, but everybody who's just, all they want to do is talk about WWE and they don't care about anything unless it's that, I'll catch you guys on Wednesday for AEW and NXT. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for the thumbs up. 3 more thumbs up and we would have hit a even number. So if you have not already left a thumbs up, please take 1 second, click that thumbs up, and I'll catch you guys in just a few. Pretty Urban coming back.